Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the A-Gap Podcast. And now, your host, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the A Gap Podcast. My voice is going to be a little raspy today. I'm throwing that out there. Had a fun, long weekend, but I want to get into the debate we were just having. So, we were just talking about Hot D. If you don't know what that is, it is the new Game of Thrones show, House of the Dragon. We were debating if it is better than the new Lord of the Rings show, Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. Yeah, it's not just the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah,
you ever heard of the rings? Do you even get what the rings are, man? The rings are how they got all the power. It's basically a prequel for everything that matters in the entire Lord of the Rings universe. And as we all know, Tolkien creates a better, deeper universe than George R. R. Martin, who can't even finish a fucking book, bro.
Whoa. Wow. Tom coming in hot with the Tolkien stand here. Disagree. I love House of the Dragon and as Game of Thrones in general. But yes, I will say that Game of Thrones is heavily inspired by Lord of the Rings. I mean, shit, George R. R. Martin has absolutely said that he grew up as a massive Tolkien fan, whereas I think he says it as like Tolkien, which maybe you're not caught up, Tom, and that's how it's correctly pronounced. But I love Hot D thus far. Let's try and keep it spoiler free if we can, unless you guys just wanted to spoil everything in the chat. I can't stop you from doing that, but try not to. Matt, what do you think about it?
Well, I haven't watched the Lord of the Rings variety hour show yet. I love Hot D, though. I would say so far it's got a chance to be better than Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I don't have a stance on it versus Lord of the Rings.
Fair. But I think, by the way, Game of Thrones ended. I think if Hot D stays at the same pacing and stays getting us to love and hate these characters kind of at the same time, a lot of gray characters in the show that like you kind of have to choose who you enjoy.
Not as gray as Gandalf the Grey, who is not in Rings of Power, who is not in Rings of Power. I just want to say that.
Is how many like years or like centuries is this before the main story?
So, from my understanding, Rings of Power is like over 1,000 years before the events of Lord of the Rings. But you got to keep in mind, the end of what we think Rings of Power will be is kind of the prologue in Fellowship. So if you watch the beginning of Fellowship, we're going to kind of see that. That's like the end of Rings of Power in theory. So we're going to see the rise of Sauron, the creation of the rings. We're going to see the Nazgul being, the men turned into the crazy Dementor shit, all that's going to happen in the show. So we're pretty excited.
All right. Okay. So they're going to cover thousands of years in like a few seasons?
Well, it's 1,000 years from, the prologue of Fellowship is 1,000 years before the beginning of Fellowship, You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
The ending of the show will be the beginning of Fellowship.
But
what about
steel door? Don't throw the ring. No, all that. All that. Right?
No, I'm not a nerd. I don't. But I'm kidding. No nerd shaming. No nerd shaming. We're literally comparing two fantasy shows. Kevin Broban already said hashtag not my sports pod in the chat. So
goddamn revolt on
already getting some bullying in the chat from all the fucking sports stands.
I do think Hot D is better. All they have to do is not fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly. That's all they got to do.
And I hate being this guy, because I've been against this, but I think the people that are in charge of Hot D are doing a whole hell of a lot better job than our D&D past sins, let's just say, as fans.
Well, and I think that's because they have a finished book to work off of rather than a series, as you alluded to previously, is not finished. So they had to make up quite a bit of stuff.
If Tolkien was alive, we would want him to be involved in the production, right?
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
George is involved in Hot D, even though they told him to fuck off at the end of Game of Thrones. So there's a big difference right there.
We're wrapping it up. We got it.
Yeah.
Everyone's character arc.
Yeah. It's like,
we got it, dude. We got your bullet points. Move on.
I bet in like 20 years, that show, like the last 2 seasons, won't even be canon. They'll just remake it.
They'll probably remake
it. Or they'll write the book if he doesn't die first.
There's already talks of doing a Jon Snow sequel show.
The Jon Snow Variety Hour.
Yeah, exactly. Jon Snow Variety Hour, and then also a Duncan Egg show, which already is like a short novella, which is already written, which is more about the Targaryens, and would be kind of cool because then it would fill in the timeline post Hot D, pre-Game of Thrones, and it would kind of be this thing, kind of like Star Wars, where you could watch it all and have like prequels to enjoy after the fact. So
I want a White Walker show so bad.
Oh, that'd be sick. The origins of all the children
like
of
a
the forest
sitcom, like
and
a
everything.
sitcom White Walkers.
The Walkers.
The Walkers. Pre Game of Thrones.
Here.
They're just in the ice all the time, and they just steal
Flipping
children
around. That would be amazing.
Not another one,
One week it's just an hour of like gorgeous, scenic, snowy fields, and it's just implied that they're dead underground and they haven't risen yet. And that's the show. I'm down. I'm so down. All right, boys. Well, I don't think we're going to end this debate now. We should probably wait for Hot D to at least both seasons to finish. And then
maybe
we can
you guys to watch
revisit
Ring of
this.
Power. Yeah, maybe.
I have one more thing. How do you feel? I mean, we haven't gotten here yet, but how do you feel about having to embrace a new Rhaenyra and Alicent after you're just getting familiarized with the other ones? It's gonna be tough.
I think it's kind of polarizing. If I'm like super deep into Game of Thrones Twitter and YouTube and all that shit now, obviously, because we're back. But I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I think it'll take 1 or 2 episodes to kind of get used to it. But if they can build up the characters as they did in the first 5 episodes, I think the next 5 will be even crazier, more badass, and you'll love or hate the characters just as much as you did with the younger versions of themselves. One thing, Tom, I actually had to ask you, doesn't Hobbit take place before Fellowship? So is it going to run into Hobbit?
No, Hobbit, because Hobbit is it's like probably 50 years before Fellowship,
Okay.
Bilbo's still alive. He's a young man in the Hobbit.
Okay. Got it. All right, deal. So this is a sports podcast. We should probably end up talking about sports at some point.
Probably.
Fat Burness in the chat. Can't wait to see Joffrey Lonmouth's arc. Me too, man. Me too. It's gonna be great to see.
Haven't watched the new episode yet. Can't wait for that guy.
It's coming, dude.
It'll be good. All right, boys. Let's get into NFL Week 2 recap. We have obviously a lot of other stuff to cover in the second half of the episode. So if you're here with us live, stick around. Or if you're listening, hop on over to the next episode after this one. So
is Phil really already coming after us 49er fans?
Oh, 100%. I wouldn't expect anything less. So he's already saying he personally.
I just started reading these.
Yeah, Failgank has already said, I personally interviewed 10 plus Niners fans, and 75% of them are happy that Trey is injured. He also says, this is who I am. So, yeah, I think if we want to start there, I'm down to start there, and we can hop into studs and duds.
Yeah,
no, we're not starting there. We're not. No,
not ready for that.
No.
Oh God! All right.
Fans are
stay tuned.
Don't worry.
Let's open up studs and duds. Also, should we go back to the music we had last week, or was it a little too distracting? I want to know before I commit.
I didn't listen to. I was literally doing the podcast. So
you don't listen to the podcast that you spend 2 hours on to listen to back again weekly, or
you don't watch film.
Didn't watch film,
You gotta watch film. You gotta watch the film.
My tape guy said I did a great job, and I high-fived him, and we moved on with our day.
There you go. All right, well, fuck it. I'll bring up some triumphant music and keep it real quiet this time.
Studs?
We're gonna start off with the studs, so whoever wants to start, it is your time.
How did y'all do it last week? Did you do 2 studs? And then
we kind of did round robin. So like I would do one, you would do one, Matt would do one, Tom. Like we'd kind of go round robin.
And then we switched to duds.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna do all of our studs as we have this beautiful triumphant music in the background. So John, since you asked, how about you get us started?
All right, I'm going to start on the defensive side of the ball then. We're going to go my first stud, Aiden Hutchinson, and I'm going to throw in an honorable mention of Darius Slay. Two dudes with big impact on the game that they played in. Hutchinson had all 3 of his sacks in the first half. Unfortunately, came up a little bit limp at the end of the half and was limited in the second half. Going to be interesting to watch. He still played, but he was in big rotation with a lot of that pretty stout front 4. 6 tackles total. I mean, guy's an absolute stud. That's why you draft him at that position. Aiden Hutchinson, have a game, kid.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's once again my defensive rookie of the year pick. So love hearing that.
Darius Slay, dude, 2 interceptions. You can't argue with that. Held Jefferson to, I think there was a stat
Zero catches.
It was 0 catches, and when Slay was on Jefferson caught 1 pass from Kirk Cousins. Slay caught 2. So
wow,
that's a good stat to have if you're playing corner.
What
it
a
seemed
night
like
against
Darius Slay
everybody thought.
could have had 5 interceptions.
yes,
Yeah. He dropped at least
Easily.
1. Yeah.
Easily.
Like, work on them hands, to be honest.
I saw a good tweet that said it was like a picture of Kirk Cousins just getting ready to huck the ball, and it's like, fuck it, let's huck it. Darius Slay's out there somewhere. Dude, it looks
That's
so
funny.
bad. Primetime Kirk is fully back. That was
2 and
absolutely
37?
abysmal.
I thought that was
2
2 and 37 in primetime games.
Ridiculous.
And it's 2 and 10 in Monday night, but it's 2 and 37 in prime time. That means he's never won Sunday night.
Like does he have some like deep-seated like high school drama or like trauma that he just never dealt with, and he hates playing at night, like hates Friday night lights, Monday night lights?
We might
Pretty
find out in the dud
disgusting.
section.
He's afraid of
I
dark.
mean, yeah.
That is fair. I'm sure he will pop up in the dud section. All right, Matt, how about since you weren't here last week, let's get one of your studs.
All right. I'm gonna cheat and go with the Dolphins offense. It turns out when in doubt, you just need to have 2 sweet receivers. They're down 21 points in the fourth quarter. They outscored the Ravens 28-3 in the fourth quarter. Tua Tagovailoa. Don't say it. Just say Tua.
One more time.
Tua had 4 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter. He had a 60-yarder and a 48-yarder to Tyreek Hill in a span of 2 minutes and 28 seconds.
Wow.
Tyreek had 11 for 190 yards and 2 tuds. Waddle had 11 for 171 yards and 2 tuds. So the Dolphins offense was OP. And Mike Gesicki had the worst gritty I've ever seen.
That was
pretty
an
bad.
all-time
So
moment,
good.
you know? What
So
I
good.
heard, Colby, what was the internet calling that?
The
that
internet
gritty?
said, quote, "This motherfucker doing the skedaddle." And that is exactly what it looks like. Yeah, dude. He was just kind of like shuffling forward and throwing his hands up real quick. It was
I got one more ask of Matt. Can you do a waddle?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks great.
Practicing.
Matt,
Let's
yeah,
go.
he's been practicing that shit for sure.
Yeah, is Tua good? It was a big day for Tuanon.
Yeah,
Big
is
day.
Tua- let's talk about that. Is Tua good?
I still don't.
Yeah, I think so. I
I
mean, he
still
looked
don't know.
fucking great. It's like, you don't know. I will say on those long bomb passes, they were a little short. Tyreek had to slow down, catch it, and since he's so fucking fast, he could slow down, catch it, and accelerate through and continue into the end zone. But I think he's still got a little bit of work to do in the throwing long passes realm. But he's fucking clutch, I think. Maybe that's what it is, and he has the confidence with the new coach, with these great receivers, to go out there and get it done in the fourth quarter. Because, I mean, they were down, it was like a 3-possession game, I think, going into the third quarter, maybe even going into the fourth quarter.
They're down 21 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they're like, Tua, just go out there and throw it. Who cares, dude?
Clutch
Like, let's
gene.
go for broke. And he
I mean, we got to give
nuts.
McDaniels his flowers, right? That he had a hell of a fucking game plan, especially his reaction to the beginning of the game, right? Like they were getting stopped and they turned it around, and he just like in video games where I need to huck it to win the game. I need to go big on every play and see if we can come back. Those plays fucking worked.
I do want to say Miami Vice McDaniels is a vibe. Those glasses and everything on the sideline, that dude is feeling it in Miami right now. And I think there was a cool segment. I don't know how many of you guys watched the McAfee show, but Matt Hasselbeck was on there and he was breaking down kind of some of the film on Tua towards the end of the game. And I think a big thing that can be said is, like, while we have these questions on this arm, he's getting a lot better. He's reading defenses very well. He has really good pocket presence. He knows how to move. It really, what it's going to come down to is, like you guys said, when we're starting to see him. I mean, we got a great test coming up this week, obviously, in the Bills. This is going to be a huge game for him to go out there and prove that he has been making these leaps and bounds that we've, been touting him for making. I think he definitely has some question marks, but man, what an exciting game. What a great game for Miami.
It was awesome. But full disclosure, I was off the Tua train in like the first quarter. He threw that first pick and I was like, this guy stinks. He is so bad.
But Matt, you've been the conductor of the Tua train. How can you hop off the train in the first quarter?
I know. I was hopping off the train all over the Dolphins train, but I'm fully back on.
I imagine Matt with a horse riding up to the train like he's gonna, like a stagecoach robbery, getting back on the Dolphins train. He's like, I gotta get back on. Just jumped right on, dude.
And I will say, the Ravens looking a little different. They didn't get to play their trademark bingo card, bully ball, where they're up and they just pound the rock. They're having a hard time running the ball at their backs. Besides Lamar Jackson, they got no run game.
I think we saw that video on Twitter of the running back who took his run way left. There was a massive hole that would have been easily a touchdown if it was J.K. Dobbins or anybody with any kind of running back vision, and he ran directly to his blocker, but there was directly in front of him literally a 30-yard across hole that he just missed. So I think the blocking scheme is there. It's just, the talent at the running back position just isn't there.
One day they'll have a running back. One day.
In theory, Dobbins is supposed to be
wagon.
I know.
Dolphins are a wagon.
But Dolphins are definitely wagon.
To go with something out of the chat just real quick, McDaniels over Shanahan, yay or nay?
Right now, after the last couple weeks, probably, yeah. But I don't know. Shanahan's been there. He's been tested. He's been to multiple Super Bowls. It's pretty hard to say, throw him out.
There is a little element to Kyle of it has to be my way. Correct. And maybe McDaniel is a little bit more of a player's coach. I don't know. Scheme adapter. Who knows? I don't know football. Actually, no. But so far, it's a vibe.
All right,
it is absolutely.
Real question: who would you rather get a beer with?
McDaniels, unquestioned.
That guy's entertaining, man.
Who would you rather be in the blunt rotation with?
McDaniels all day.
No, Kyle Shanahan, because McDaniels never turn it around. He'll never pass it.
He does the cartoon one drop.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes the whole
like Snoop Dogg and Half Baked. What's up, man? Just pops up out of nowhere.
That's the risk you run when you're hanging out with Miami Vice McDaniels over there. He's just a vibe, man.
But I think fantasy owners are discovering that this is a typical Shanahan McVay backfield. It's going to be a nightmare for Dolphins running back owners all season.
Yeah.
Yikes. Chase Edmonds.
Come on.
Mosterati.
Maybe I've got a lot of shares, Matt. I'm allowed to get upset about
it. Same. Yep.
That's fair. All right, Tom.
I got a lot of Edmund shares.
All right, we're gonna bring you down to Cleveland, Ohio for this one, and my stud is everyone's favorite running back that they should have drafted, but they didn't. Nick Chubber, dude, fucking going off. 3 tutties. What did I write down? Only 87 yards with 3 touchdowns for a guy that you always say he's never getting those touchdowns. He really went off all the way. That's why most of those plays were from at least 10 yards away from the end zone, because of course they would have given it to the other guy if it was in the end zone. But I think the other narrative of this game was, I wanted to bring up, did the football gods decide that the Cleveland fan base didn't deserve to win this game? Did you guys see any of the social media posts from the Cleveland game? You did?
Yeah, the fans are fully embracing Deshaun Watson and his debauchery, kind of making light of it.
Yeah.
Making light of it.
I think that's all a karma thing. I think you show up to that game and you're like leaning into that shit. And of course you guys are up on the Jets, and the Jets find a way to come back after Nick Chubb has one of his best games as a Brown, or his whole career. I feel like it's a real karma piece for those Cleveland Browns fans, and I hope they get their dues, because that was fucked up, man.
Yeah, pretty fucked up. I also will say, granted, yes, Chubb had a great game. Did not need that 3rd touchdown, though. So fantasy owners love it. The team hated it. So he needed to pull a Gurley, put his butt down, and they would have won that game. But he just, I feel like it's so hard as a professional sports player. You're told, do this your entire life. And then you have to think of that one moment where like, oh, wait, shit, I can't do it anymore. So I think that's really tough. But if he would have sat down, they would have won the game, and we wouldn't be talking about all this karma. No, what did he say?
Maybe the stud.
He said, I thought the game was over.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, that is fair. And like Colby said, you're judged on these metrics. I mean, we're talking about literal millions of dollars here between, how many touchdowns you have at the end of the season. So, yeah, imagine being told the one thing you're trained to do your entire life, don't go do that on this play. It's tough. I mean, you do have to have a little wherewithal, though. You're an NFL player, like know the situation, but tough situation.
Saw a running back slide last week in week 1. It's impressive at the end of a game.
Yeah.
Forget who it was, but real heady.
Bigger stories, the JETS baby. 2012 Flacco is back.
Bobby Saleh keeping the receipts.
Dude, he's got over 100. What how many times he's thrown? It's like what, over 100 passes already in 2 games or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Our NFL passing yards leaders through 3 weeks are
they got
Joe Flacco,
2 weeks.
Carson Wentz.
Yep.
And Joe Flacco.
Yes.
Wow.
That's fucking incredible. Sorry,
Trey
I saw
Lance
the same stat
owners,
you
go
did. I
get
should have let you
This
provide
league.
that one, but
This
this
league.
league, dude, we're
No,
back.
I liked you answering it.
Connor makes a good point in the chat. He said, not very often your starting running back scoring a touchdown directly leads to your team losing.
That's some Brown shit right there, dude.
It
That is
is.
some Brown shit. Oh my god.
Once again, bringing up the
Oh,
karma.
can we talk about the elf? Did anyone see the elf on the field?
Yes.
Fuck that out.
Brownie?
Yes.
Yeah, Brownie the elf. It's
It's
first
kinda
time he's been
cute.
on the field.
It's kind
I
of
like
cute.
him.
I like it too.
I think we'll never see it again after the game that happened, but you know, too
You
much
think they'll
weirdness going
directly
on.
change
Cleveland.
it? Yeah, maybe.
They lost to the Jets, Colby.
That's fair. They
That's
did.
tough.
They
That's
did.
tough.
Yeah, that hurts. But it's like same old Jets or not same old Jets, same old Browns, right? They're back.
Same old sorry ass Browns.
Yeah, sorry ass
Yeah.
Browns. They're back. They're back.
Who you got, Colby?
All right. My first stud is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. This guy.
Sun God.
Yes,
Let's
dude.
go.
This guy just keeps
I love the
fucking
mummy.
doing it. He had 9 receptions, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had 2 carries for 68 yards.
Yes, he did.
Jesus.
Talk about efficiency. So, I mean, this Lions offense continues to impress us. As Connor just alluded to in the chat, Jared Goff leading the Lions to a top 3 offense so far. We love to see it. I'm happy for the fans in Detroit. They have something to root for after a long time. Hopefully it can turn into maybe a little playoff berth to be pretty cool, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be
That'd
tough.
sick.
But it's very fun to watch this team play. Obviously, DeAndre Swift is great too. He could probably make this studs column each week. Nothing extremely flashy, but super consistent. And I think I'm obviously just ignored and unrequested. I have Amon-Ra and Swift on a couple fantasy teams, so it's very fun to just talk about how I drafted them. So
And we'll see. Midway through the season, might get Jameson Williams. See how he comes around as a rookie, but they're looking pretty good, man. And even last year, they were like in every single game, it seemed
yes. Oh, yeah. And I mean, they went up against that Commanders team that had a great game against the Jags last week, but I mean, 36 points in the NFL. It's a great offense. Keep it
And
rolling.
it makes me feel better as an Eagles fan after they gave up those points, right? Like the Lions might be good. Like
Yes.
let's not rule that out yet.
I
It's
think
too
they're
early to say.
Remember,
I think-
wild card game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're on like the top tier of the like sneaky great teams. Maybe not great, sneaky good. They're on like top of the list, almost reaching into maybe a top 10 team in the league. So pretty interesting. We're starting to see, I think last week we kind of had like, it was a lot of underdogs winning and kind of covering. This week, it felt like a lot of fourth quarter comebacks. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we talk about more of the games, but just seeing some of these kind of younger teams that have been losing for most of our lifetime start to pick it up. It's really fun. It's very fun. But yeah, we still have some shitty teams going. All right, John, what you got next?
I guess with the vibe of younger teams, I mean, I've got 2 rookies as my studs. My second is going to be Garrett Wilson from the Jets. Rookie out of Ohio State, had kind of a very got lost in the first game, comes out this game, 8 catches, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of them is the game winner with 22 seconds remaining. I mean, the kid was all over the field.
14 targets.
Yeah,
Damn.
absolutely.
Wow.
He's getting open. There was a lot touted about this kid coming out of camp, and then for him to get lost in game 1 and come out here and show why he was being, looked at coming into the season. And again, if Flacco keeps playing like 2012 Flacco, this kid's going to have opportunity. So good on you. Way to step up in the clutch. Garrett Wilson, stud, number 2 of the week.
Fuck yeah. I mean, we talked a lot about that game, but yeah, they look awesome. I hope the
If
production continues.
you're a
with
Trey
Wilson.
Lance owner, are you going out and getting Flacco? Or are you going out and getting, I don't know, I guess Tua is probably not available. I feel like Flacco's got to be the guy, right? Jared Goff, Tua, Davis Mills.
Yeah. Carson Wentz, maybe, in some leagues.
You think he'd be picked up after week 1?
Yeah, probably.
Tua was drafted in most leagues.
Yeah.
Tua was drafted in most leagues. Tua was a backup, but
Jimmy
now he might be a
Garoppolo.
starter. Jimmy Garoppolo, dude.
Hey,
Well, would you rather
Jimmy
Flacco or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Probably Garoppolo, because I know he's going to play the rest of the season.
Matt?
Like, for the next 2 weeks?
He's your only quarterback. Trey Lance is out, and you have to win, or, like, terrible things happen because you don't want to be last in fantasy.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah. See, I think that's probably the right call if you're just going to continue to stream, right? I feel like if your quarterback gets hurt like that, you're just now streaming and looking at matchups for the rest of the season, and that's how it's going to go.
Streams are tough, though, man. It feels like there's a lot less streams going on. Maybe I'm in too many 2 quarterback leagues, so
yeah.
my brain is different,
Yeah, you got to remember we're in a 2 quarterback 14-man league, which leaves only 4 quarterbacks available that are starters. So
I'm in two quarterbacks. Yeah,
a little shallow.
Too much.
Little shallow. Connor said that Mills is the top of the waivers in most leagues, so maybe go get it.
We love Davis Mills.
We love Davis Mills.
Kevin also said insiders say Brownie is an all-time pervert. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that at all. All right. Maddie, who you got for your next stud?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the same game, and I'm gonna take Lamar Jackson and his bank account next year.
Oh yeah.
Pay that man.
And he had 667 total yards. He had 531 through the air, 136 on the ground, 6 touchdown passes, 1 rushing touchdown.
And he
was the entire team. I mean, he looks insanely good. And that stock, that bank account is just going to keep going up. A lot of people talking shit about how he's representing himself as an agent, how he shouldn't do that because he would have a deal in place by now. But I think the guy's just betting on himself. And I still am not sold that he wants to be in Baltimore.
I don't think so either. I think that's the vibe you get from these decisions he's made. But where now? The Dolphins are feeling good with Tua. Let's imagine Jalen and Tua play this well all season. So Philly and Miami are out.
Well?
Who's signing Lamar? Who's jumping on the Lamar sweepstakes? Maybe a team that's a 1 quarterback away. Just 1 talented quarterback away from a Super Bowl championship.
Tom, I know what you're doing. Tom, I know what you're doing. Tom,
maybe they wear red.
I don't know. Maybe they wear red. Maybe they had a quarterback who just got injured that people are worried about.
The Niners. I love
that's where you're leading us, Tom. Don't be coy. That's exactly where you're leading us. Because we talked about it in the group chat. Go get Lamar or stick with Trey. I think that's a conversation for this offseason. However, it would be pretty fucking cool.
I still think that the Dolphins would get rid of Tua in a heartbeat for Lamar Jackson.
Probably true.
Probably.
Unless he throws
ownership. I feel like ownership would be a part of that
every single week, which he's not going to.
They would be the fastest team, maybe ever. That would be nuts.
Absolutely. God, Lamar would look so good in those white unis, dude.
Oh yeah, that'd be beautiful. I wanted to ask you guys kind of hypothetical. If Tua and Lamar Jackson switched places, what would the Ravens look like as a team?
They'd be the Raiders.
Okay. That's fair. Maybe a fair comparison.
I like that. Yeah.
With a slightly better defense.
Okay. But they'd be in an easier division than the Raiders. Raiders are 0-2, but I feel like they're like a good 0-2.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope so, because I got a lot of shares of Derek Carr, but I don't know. The Raiders, they just keep giving away the fucking bag, dude.
That is fair.
I'd say they're like the Raiders of like the last 5 years.
There we go.
The pre-Devontae Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean,
boring,
100%.
slow, not dynamic. Yeah, I would not enjoy that.
Yeah, I think it just kind of goes into like you're just saying Lamar is like the entire team for the Raiders. So it's like if they lose him, maybe that's why he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to have to be the guy every day, always on, always dominating. So yeah, I think Matt Philgink.
You got to think about like if you were on a sweeter team, like putting up that kind of production. Like if you're him, you're probably thinking like, if I was on the Chiefs, we would never lose.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they'd be insane.
And as fucked up as it is, the Browns have such a better, like they're in theory, the talent on the Browns defense should be better than Baltimore. You know, it's like there's a lot of teams out there that have very good defensive units, and I thought the Ravens were going to be that team, but did not look like against the Dolphins.
Yeah, absolutely brutal. All right, Tom, who's
your
next?
I think the Ravens should. I don't think. John Harbaugh doesn't deserve to get fired, but I think they'd be better off with one of these offensive-minded
new school
coaches.
Yeah, they are kind of stuck in their old ways.
Colby, can you hit the graphic?
Yeah. Let's just fucking
let's get into it. Dude.
Let's indulge Tom. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Get into it, dude.
Eagles had a big game. This might give you a little hint on who Tom's pick is going to be. Here's the Squawk Talk graphic.
You want Philly food? Hungry dogs run fast.
Squawk Talk, presented by the A-Gap Podcast.
So, Tom, with that, who is your second pick for studs?
Hurts Donut.
Hurts Donut?
Nah, you know. Jalen Hurts tweeted that out last night after he had the best game of his career in the NFL. You can make the argument just in the first half, but still one of the best performances we've seen from an Eagles QB in primetime and otherwise. They just rolled. Jalen Hurts looked as best as he's ever looked from a passing perspective. Absolutely. Against a team that's supposed to be on the same level of them. Get the fuck out of here, Vikings. You're nowhere near the Eagles, baby. Get that defense. You got to rethink the whole plan. You ain't got shit. Jalen Hurts was picking them apart, whether it was with his legs, whether it was with his arm, to any one of his issues, spreading that ball around, spread that shit like butter on bread. Let's go. Everywhere he was at, all over the place. And then finally, when they covered everyone, they finally had a good defense. Finally didn't get someone on there. He just ran that shit for another 60 fucking yards. Got us a touchdown. We were unstoppable in that game. 75% of the people bet on the Vikings. All you are fucking losers, including all three of you motherfuckers. Let's go. Eagles ride. Fly, Eagles fly, baby. He's on fire.
Well done, right. Tom. Well done. We got a sub from McCann who jumps. Thank you. Appreciate that. Dude, what a game by the Eagles. Like, yes, we all picked the Vikings. We're going to get to that later. However, it was like fun to watch them just dominate. Like, I wasn't even upset that I picked the Vikings and that I may have wagered a unit or two on it. It was very, very fun to watch. And they are an absolute wagon. Absolute wagon. Maybe, I'm interested to see where people's power rankings fall. Obviously, power rankings don't really matter, but they definitely surged up the list.
NFC favorites?
Feels like it.
Definitely feels like it right now.
It's the hot pick after last night.
Yeah, especially against the Vikings. No, I think we're all going to be taking the birds this week.
I don't know why we picked Kirk Cousins in primetime.
You guys all were so... Because the Vikings played so well last week.
I was caught up in the monotony of my day-to-day life, and I wasn't okay.
My 9 to 5 made me make a bad pick.
It's my boss's fault, dude. We're in week 2 form. We weren't thinking with our fucking head. We're like, oh, Vikings do good. Vikings win again.
Justin Jefferson, lots of yards.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the best wide receiver in the whole league.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
You guys were blinded by the Vikings being a hot offense. I get that. But then it was like the Kirk Cousins shit. I also called this out. It was the same broadcast team that are now on ESPN that did the 2017 Eagles playoff game where they demolished the Vikings in the playoffs. And I was like, that's good vibes, right? Home game, night game, fucking Vikings fans traveling to Philadelphia, same broadcast team, Kirk Cousins on a Monday. Like, everything was vibing, dude.
It's taken me a while with the Eagles because I still have the playoff game against the Bucks in my head.
Yeah.
And I need to get rid of that because this is a different team.
Oh, dude, there's so many new players and just it. Besides all the additions, Jalen Hurts' improvement from last season is so evident.
Yeah,
he's
he
incredible.
Can throw
he's the
guy.
Hell
out of the ball.
That dude where he put the team on his back and used the what did they say? Dude. They were like, that's that 600-pound squat right there. As he lunged it into the end zone. Ooh. It was hot. I never thought he would be this good of a passer. He has far exceeded where I think most of us thought he would get, because he was not really a passer in college.
No, he worked really hard. That was honestly all of this has been the work he's put in to live up to his own potential. And you can just tell it's like he literally, I guess he came into the locker room after that win, after fucking dapping up fucking James Harden. He walks in the locker room, he says, "Guys, there's a lot of things we got to improve." That was his first words to the team after that game last night. "Guys, great job, but we need to work on a lot of stuff." That was what he said. That was what the report was.
Awesome.
He's just that guy. He's just a calm, cool, collected. You cannot get him. His heart rate just stays right in the right spot.
Phil Gang says Tom's about to propose to Hurts.
He turned me down. All right, that's what's going on.
He also said Jalen Hurts is taking sensu beans. Yeah, man, he definitely spent some time in the hyperbolic chamber. He's just next level.
Speaking of hyperbolic, I do agree with Kevin that O'Connell was getting crowned a little bit early there.
Yes.
I mean, he coached for Sean McVay.
Classic.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
I had coffee with Sean McVay. Give me a spot, dude.
I'm head
Give
coach
me a
now.
spot.
Thanks.
I peed next to Sean McVay in a bathroom one time. I should be the OC.
All right. Well, Tom, hell of a game by the Birds. I'm happy for you, dude. That was fucking awesome. All right.
I love watching AJ Brown and a Birds.
Yes.
Amazing.
Dude,
they all have the dark visors too.
Yeah, they all have dark visors.
They look mean as fuck. Also, one other thing I want to say before I do my last stud. It was also cool to see him spread the ball around, because in that first week, it was like, oh, it's all AJ, it's all AJ, it's all AJ. And then it was, I mean, Devontae Smith had
was the first
bunch
catch,
of targets.
First catch of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bunch of targets. And then he also went to, who's the speedster who he went to a couple times deep?
Quez Watkins got his first
Watkins.
touchdown of the season. Dude, yeah, and then he almost got a second big play. Instead of doing a streak where they just had no idea he was there, he did like a fucking 20-yard out that he almost caught. And it was almost a great play. Quez is gonna be there all season, man. He's the guy. He's the speed guy.
I'm a little disappointed that Boston Scott's not the RB1 yet, but we'll get there.
You know, maybe the Niners should trade for him. Maybe that'll work out.
Dude,
trade Trey Lance for him.
One thing
you'll
get two first
on the broadcast. I think it was Troy Aikman said that Jason Kelsey is the Phillip Rivers of centers.
Yeah, what a weird quote.
I don't understand.
What did that mean to you? Because I wasn't sure.
I mean, in a positive light, I take that as he's been great for a very long time, but also Phillip Rivers has never won a championship, and Jason Kelsey has. So I don't get that part. I guess longevity, that's the one thing.
Is it because he doesn't curse? Is he a daggone it guy?
No, he curses.
Does he have 17 kids?
And Travis, no.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, he was the one. He chugged a beer when he announced that he was coming back.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he did, dude. He's got a podcast. Fucking, we should.
Yeah, him and Travis been yucking it up, dude. They're coming for our spot. They already got a fucking advertisement on ESPN. Where's ours? We've been doing this for fucking 4 years.
You see Travis Kelce wearing an Eagles jersey at the game, though? Love that, dude.
That was sick.
Wearing his brother's jersey. And speaking of that, I went and bought a Jason Kelce jersey last night, guys.
That a babe.
Couldn't find the black one, but I got the Kelly green, so we're good.
There you go. That's good. Well, we're happy for you, bud. Your team looks fucking great. Okay. My last pick for studs is Stephon Diggs again. The dude, once again, another receiver that just continues to produce week after week. The Bills are probably the AFC wagon right now, and the Eagles are the NFC wagon. Diggs had 12 receptions, 148 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The Bills just continue to produce. Obviously, I think they made the Titans look terrible. So are the Titans that bad, or are the Bills just that good?
Well, I mean, we saw what happens when you take away AJ Brown from your team and you instantly become one-dimensional.
Yep.
They stack the box, stop Derrick Henry, and Tannehill has nobody to throw to. So I think that really what happened is that the Bills just showed that when you execute the game plan well, this is how bad that the Titans can be. Bills obviously have a really top-tier defense. I, again, put them in like top 3 in the league probably. And they came out and again, showed the blueprint. You stop Derrick Henry, you can really knock the wheels off of that offense real quick.
So does Malik Willis start next week? Because I don't think he's ready, but they need to they're going to do something at some point. I mean,
Right.
I just don't know why you would start him right now. Everybody's probably going to be a little bit gun shy now with the Trey Lance shit that happened. I mean, you start to look towards that. This is our guy that we drafted and who we want to be our next franchise quarterback. And you don't have the pieces really around him. You have Derrick Henry. I get it, but you don't have, again, we saw how one-dimensional the offense becomes. So I don't know that you pull the trigger right now. Do you add something when you bring Malik in? Of course, you give a whole new dimension to the offense. But I don't know. I like Tannehill.
Can he throw? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
And he's like a
ran
3rd round pick. They're not committed to him being the guy of the future. So it's like they could toss him in.
I wouldn't though.
I just
go with
wouldn't
Tannehill.
either. Yeah.
I think that was
Tannehill
just
at least
want to win.
Tannehill at least got you to a number 1 seed. You know where he can be when he has the pieces. So they have some figuring out to do. You lose AJ Brown, you lose a massive part of the offense.
I think it was extremely arrogant for them. And I'm not saying they didn't say this, but they kind of drafted Treylon Burks, assuming that he would be 75% of what AJ Brown is.
Exactly.
And he's a rookie, and that was just a massive overestimate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like he could be a very good player, but that is a reach.
You have to surround him with somebody else. You can't just have that guy come in and be the number 1.
No, I think they got rid of a top 5 receiver.
Absolutely. I would agree with that.
100%.
We're watching him eat with a great quarterback now.
They weren't willing to pay him though. That's the thing is they, who was it? DK got paid, Debo got paid, AJ, they weren't willing to pay him.
McLaurin got paid.
McLaurin got paid. He was part of that group, right?
Don't forget about Christian Kirk, dude.
Christian Kirk's at the market and he's balling out.
Great value. Great
that
value.
guy's pretty good.
He is pretty good. Pretty good.
And you know what really gets Christian Kirk going on, in the huddle right before? All right, guys, let's make sure we have a great game today. I'm really excited.
Let's go out there and play with some swag.
So
Let's just get out there, guys.
Let's just go and freaking.
He's like the guy in like a peewee football or a teenage football where the coach is like, "You're the team captain. Go say something. Go say something to him." All right, guys, let's just play with some swag.
Have a freaking good time out there, man.
All right, Justin, take your hoodie off, dude, and let's play football. Come on.
Yeah, right. Spent too much time straightening his hair, had no energy left, but he looked decent this week.
Looked good. He looked good.
He did. Got his team kind of fired up. Did they? Yeah, I mean, shit. Honestly, Jaguars defense should have been one of our studs, maybe. But I'm gonna take this opportunity to transition us into the duds. So we got the clown music going on in the background. I'll fade it out after a couple ones. But my first dud pick is going to be the Colts offense. So I think Colts offense was atrocious. Put up a big fat goose egg against the Jags.
Do you have the soundboard, Colby?
I do have the soundboard. What are you looking for?
Can you give me wet fart when we talk about the Colts offense?
Yeah. I'll give you.
That feels appropriate.
How about I'll give you a fart with reverb in it? How about that?
Oh, I like it.
A little echo to it, dude. Yeah, it was just brutal. I mean, they moved the ball a little bit. They had 218 total yards. Not a lot, but still like a considerable amount. They were 2 for 10 on 3rd down, and obviously Matt Ryan threw 3 interceptions. So it was weird, despite having.
Jags.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Jags, they should be kind of easy to roll over, but apparently not.
Jags.
Not for the Colts.
Yeah, not for the Colts.
Never for the Colts.
Like they had 22 minutes of possession, and they couldn't even get a field goal. It's just abysmal.
Let's at least
Colts.
address the fact that they had not only Pittman out, they had Alec Pierce, their first round, second round wide receiver, supposed to be their number 2. And then another wide receiver, which I don't even know the name of because he's not that important. So, like, your top 3 receivers are out. It's going to be tough. It's going to be pretty tough. But you've got the potential league MVP in Jonathan Taylor in your backfield. And how many touches did that guy even really get on a game where he should be the focal point? Screens, fucking little rollouts, hand the ball off, fucking every different way. Like, he should get the ball a ton.
Jonathan Taylor,
9
carries, 54 yards. He had 1 catch for 9 yards.
9 carries and 1 catch. That's fucked up.
I mean, they were down.
He's the best player.
They were down.
You gotta
throw
pass
him
the ball. But yeah,
throw him the ball, dude. Just
I agree.
try. He's the most electric player on your entire offense.
Nyheim Hines had 4 receptions for 37 yards, which was
Great.
the second best receiver that they had all day. So
I'm glad they're resting Jonathan Taylor for them to also not make the playoffs.
Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, I think this started a lot of like Frank Reich on the hot seat conversation.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the rest of the season
Rightfully
goes.
so, am I right?
Hey, am I right, dude? Am I right? If I'm gonna be frank about it, I really do think that I don't know. They've just been kind of mediocre. So I think if they don't make a big splash, him and Matty Ice will be probably out, and they'll hit a hard rebuild. Maybe even shop Jonathan Taylor for some picks.
They should.
Probably.
Why not? He's still on a rookie contract.
Niners should trade for him.
He's got to be on a rookie contract. Yeah, it's only his second or third year. So
you got to pay that man.
You got to pay that man a lot. So
can I address what Kevin said in the chat?
Please do.
I traded a first-round pick in 2024, and Ingram, who's this like super deep sleeper guy on the Cardinals, might be the starting running back one day for Christian Kirk, and it immediately worked out. So
we're going
all the way in that league.
I thought it was silly, but it's looking good.
Right? Feels good.
There we go. Paradigm says the Niners will give up 1, 2, and a 5 for him. Might not be a bad
Jonathan Taylor. That seems like a steal.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
1, 2, and a 5 for the best runner in the entire NFL. Steal.
Absolute steal.
I don't think Jim Irsay could do that. I don't think the owner of the Colts could trade it. He would never sign off on trading away their best player.
It is Jim Irsay, but they also have a general manager, I assume. Yeah,
Chris Ballard.
It's not a Jerry Jones operation.
No. All right, so I started, so I'll send it down to you, John. Who you got for your first stud? Or dud, excuse me.
Going back to that Vikings game, man, Kirk Cousins, it's, like we said, prime time. He just looks kind of like a deer in the headlights. If you watched any of the game, he's just making these weird throws off his back foot. He has no pocket, feeling. He doesn't know what's going on. He literally throws one almost interception to Darius Slay, and then threw the exact same thing, except even worse. So Darius Slay got an interception pretty much at the end of the game in crunch time. 3 interceptions. Like Matt said earlier, it could have been 5 or 6. It was that bad. Guy does not do well when the lights shine the brightest, man. I don't know. I think they can right the ship. They've got the offensive pieces. Again, JJ is my fucking offensive player of the year this year. I think that guy's going to be great. It's just, I don't know what kind of ghosts this guy is seeing, but Kevin's got to grab him and shake him loose a little bit, because it is not going to work. You have an offensive minded coach who was able to obviously get everybody open, get pieces of the ball. Thielen needs to get targets. I don't know. Irv had some good plays too. It's just
Irv also had a
terrible drop.
Dropped a touchdown. Which could have probably wouldn't have changed the tide of the game, but it would have made it a lot more
Vikings
pressure.
Defense played way better in the second half. They got things sort of figured out,
Yeah.
I think my point to that
Eagles
is
are
just,
conservative, but
my point to that is just that whenever Kirk gets into these holes, he targets the number 1 receiver and is just blinders on, only tries to force the ball to that guy, and it's just not going to work. He's got to figure it out.
And then he abandons that, though. That's what we saw, where it's he had such poor success against throwing to Justin that he started throwing to everybody else, and it was dude, Irv Smith is not going to dig you out of this hole, And then Thielen only got that last run where they finally were putting some passes together. Thielen was super involved in that last run.
That's my point exactly, is that where's Kirk doing that during the rest of the game? I mean, threading the ball to Thielen, he had some good throws there towards the end, but that's because he was getting through his progressions. He was looking for other receivers. He wasn't just targeting JJ the entire time.
What's the opposite of the future so bright I have to put on shades?
The future's so dark I can't see with
these
glasses.
That's Kirk Cousins. There it is.
Perfect.
I can't see.
I think it's the same old Vikings, though, right? they're an explosive offense. We all like raise our eyebrows. We're like, wow, they have so many weapons. They have Irv Smith, they have Thielen, they have JJ, they have Osborne, they have Cook. And then when they go against a stout elite defense, we see that they're just not a contending team. And I think that's what's going on with them. But I have a fun little tinfoil hat.
Oh,
So we need to monitor Kirk Cousins post Trey Lance injury because he could be tanking to come back with Kyle. They're star-crossed lovers.
Oh no!
They've always wanted each other.
Yikes!
You want
Kirk
that?
Cousins.
You
I
want
don't.
that?
I'm just throwing out
You
a
like
fun
that?
little
You like
conspiracy
that?
theory. I do not like that.
Hard pass.
I hate that. I hate it all.
Hard
How much
pass.
cold
Hard
cash would they have
pass.
to pay Kirk Cousins to come to San Francisco?
Probably not that much.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Dude,
I think I'm gonna be sick.
how much would he have to pay us to be a Niner? Like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
No.
that's not happening.
Hard
Tell
pass.
you what. Kirk buys me season tickets, and he can come on and.
But
and
then
be
you
a
have to watch
49er.
Kirk Cousins.
You know what, Tom? That's a very valid point. I rescind my offer. This is why you're my agent, Tom. This is why we make the big hires.
Well
I appreciate you, bud.
Well done. All right. Maddie, who you got for a dud?
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's
ride, but not.
The Denver Broncos, mostly Russell Wilson, because it has been
Yeah.
a great time to watch them start 0-2. They're 24th in the NFL in points, 2 games, whatever. They're 0-6 in the red zone, I believe, so far. So they haven't scored once in the red zone. Let's look at old Russell's stats here. So last week against the Texans, he had a 66.5 rating, 219 yards, a touchdown and a pick, a 45% completion percentage for old Russell Wilson, who made a big old stink about wanting to be the guy in Seattle. I thought before the season that Russell Wilson was going to hold back the Broncos because he wants to throw the ball 40 times a game, and he is best when he has a good run game and he can take shots downfield off play action and make plays. That's
Portland
Russell
Sutton
Wilson.
had a good game. Portland Sutton looked
did.
good.
He was
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
His comments after the game, he was like, I believe we're good.
Well, that's because Jerry Jeudy got hurt
13
in like the
targets.
first quarter. Landed
But
on a ball and broke a rib.
yeah, I mean, they'll probably be all right. I don't know if their get right game is this Sunday against the Niners because that's a tough D, but
Hope not.
I
At
don't
least
know,
they're
man.
on the board. Broncos at
I-
least won a game. You know, they're better than the fucking Raiders right now.
That is true in the AFC West
Yeah.
by record.
Which was supposed to be the greatest division since we've seen
They played the
divisions.
Texans,
Yeah.
who aren't as good as we thought.
Davis
Easy
Mills,
now.
Damian
Thought they
Pierce.
were.
While we're on the subject, Damian Pierce had 15 fucking carries.
That's
no
right,
Rex Burkhead
that's right.
to be seen.
There you
So
go.
that was good. It's the only good part about the Texans offense.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like Nathaniel Hackett and Russ, not a great marriage so far, but we'll see. Russell Wilson has gotten every coordinator fired that he's played for.
What? That's a crazy
I'm not saying he like
stat.
went to management, but like he has never like
They all got
made a
fired.
coordinator a head coach. He's gotten Daryl Bevel and who else? There's a bunch of them. Schottenheimer, Brian Schottenheimer. He's gotten all those guys fired.
That's crazy.
So there's
I never knew
and
that.
Pete Carroll won't talk to the guy. His Seattle teammates, like Doug Baldwin, who he won a fucking Super
Oh.
Bowl with, is like posting sassy memes. Freaking Richard Sherman
Yes.
is roasting him all the time on Twitter. Like, and they won a Super Bowl with this guy.
Yeah,
There's
they
something
like,
wrong.
hate
There's something
him.
wrong. There's
Among
something wrong.
Russell
Yeah.
Wilson.
They hate him. And I think I saw on Twitter that it's people thought he got kind of like unfair treatment and he was like the like coach's son basically, and he was just this like brown noser, and so he had a tough time probably in that locker room. Maybe not while they were winning a Super Bowl because they're like, all right, come on, like it's a brotherhood, but now everyone on Twitter hates him that played for him. It's kind of wild to see. I mean, I love Sherm now just being a like fuck the Seahawks, fuck Russell Wilson, let's go Niners guy. Like we've talked about it a bunch, but what a like change from when we hated him and he was calling Crabtree a sorry ass receiver. Like it's I don't know, been fun to watch.
Yeah, and in fairness, you know, like there's worse people out there. Russ does a lot for the community. He doesn't seem
True.
like a bad person. He just seems phony and seems like players have a hard time relating to him. I did really enjoy him being mic'd up, being like, 96, tell him if it's a run or pass. run or pass. Everybody say run or pass.
Well, did you hear the quote? I don't know if it was last week. I think it was last week after they lost. He was like immediately promoting a product in the locker room. Like somebody came in to get an interview with him right after the game, after they had lost to the Seahawks, and he was like, hey, come over here, come interview me real quick. And the guy's like, yeah, like what's going on, Russ? And he goes, check out this cool new electric thing I can do to plug into my joints, and it electrically stimulates my joints, and it gives me 4 times the recovery as a normal ice bath. He's like, check, like with promo code Let's Ride, you can save 20% now at checkout. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Oh, was it fake news, Kevin? Okay, my bad. But maybe I just got ball sacked. But it was fucking hilarious.
What are the odds that Broncos Country Let's Ride is trademarked and he's going to make money off of any T-shirt with
that? Oh God, probably
checks
high.
Out.
High, yeah. He's trying to steal the whole TB12 thing. He's trying to be this guy who wants to play till he's 43, and it's just not going to work.
I don't blame the guy for wanting his legacy to be great, to like want to go to a different team and just see if he can ball the fuck out, get some MVP votes. But I think he wants to be a quarterback that he's just not.
Yeah.
He's not a drop back and throw it 40 times a game guy.
Nope, he's not. All right, Kevin says he has a question for the pod. Do we think that Pete Carroll walks from his bedroom to his kitchen at 65 miles an hour like he does on the field?
Just chewing gum, looking like a robber baron.
Dude, yeah.
I feel like Pete Carroll's a world-class skedaddler, dude. I feel like he's fucking
he invented the skedaddle.
He invented this guy, exactly.
He did. He invented the skedaddle.
He's the guy in the group. Well, I guess I'm gonna skedaddle.
Oh Jesus! All right,
but I will say, like, for being such like a beacon of positivity, he is an all-time petty man, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like when they're like, "Do you think Russell Wilson should be cheered?" And he's like, "I think the 12s will do what they need to do. We got to win a game." So.
Yeah, we talked about it. Him getting booed was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Wild.
It is nuts. It is nuts for a team. I know you guys probably talked about this, but like from 1970 to 2010, they had like 5 10-win seasons and then 8 with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And they booed that man.
Pretty crazy to boo him. Pretty crazy.
They booed that man.
I mean, if we as Niners fans are seeing that his teammates from the past have hated him, I'm sure that fan base got a lot of it in the offseason, and they were like, you know what? Fuck this guy. And he left us. They were hurt. Yeah. It's like they're Great White Buffalo that got away, and now they're just like resentful and they hate him for it. So it is what it is. All right, let's get back on track. We got to wrap up this first half of the show.
Tom, I'm going to give you both of mine rapid fire here.
Good call.
I'm going Devontae Adams for his 2 for 16 and 1 touchdown. You can make an argument about the entire Raiders offense as a whole. It's fucking embarrassing. They're supposed to beat the Cardinals. It's supposed to be a lot better than that. They couldn't get shit together. Hunter
Frank Fleming in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Hunter Renfrow, I love how they threw to him once. He fumbled and they recovered. And in the next play, when they really needed, they threw right back to him and he fumbled again and then gave it away the entire game. What are you fucking doing, McDaniels? Gonna follow that up with let's go with Mitch Trubisky, dude. What a sorry ass Mitch Trubisky game we got. Once again, it's pretty much the standard fucking Chicago Bears shit every year. 2 for 33, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 161 yards. I'm a little disappointed in the Steelers. I think they might need to move on here. Mitch says he's blocking out the noise in his own home stadium when they call for the guy who's his backup. I don't know how long it's going to last, maybe 2 more games, but that was pretty rough against what's supposed to be a bad Patriots team. So those are my duds.
Yeah, I think that team's defense is too good for the offense to not be able to produce at all. I think they're going to be competitive in a lot of games, and they need to score more than 14 points to win those games. So get it together.
Steelers look like they just show up every week with no idea what their game plan is going to be, and they're just going to figure it out.
Yeah,
they just go with it.
Like Najee doesn't look great. Did he even play last week? Oh, he did. He had 15 carries for 50 yards.
That was honestly the fact that he scored 13 fantasy points, which was a huge improvement from the 5 he had the week before.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he had 5 receptions, 40 yards.
Like a little still of him like having a clear lane to run through and trying to bounce to the outside. So I think a lot of Steelers fans are starting to see on Steelers Twitter, they're like, the guy has terrible vision. I don't know if that's true. I don't watch enough Steelers football.
I don't either.
He had such a good year last year. I'm just shocked that it was so bad now.
So we're out on Mitch. He still can't throw to the left, and he's just Nick Mullins with a slightly less condensed face.
I see that.
Sure.
It's kind of the same forehead.
Sign me up.
Same forehead, just a little.
Just the
less
face
squished.
is kind of squished down a little bit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. All right, my last stud is going to be Kyle Pitts. 2 weeks in a row, he has had 2 receptions for 19 yards. However, last week he had 7 targets. This week he only had 3 targets. So I think Drake London is maybe just completely taking away those targets, and maybe Mariota just isn't used to throwing to a tight end. But it's just kind of interesting how he had massive targets, massive yards last year, and 2 games in a row has had terrible production. So Kyle Pitts, sorry, but you made it on the stud list. Matt, who you got?
The Niners fan base.
Oh no.
Absolutely
Can we
nauseating.
play a sad one? Can we play a sad
Play
one?
the sad one.
I don't have
Play
the sad one queued up. I don't have it queued up. I only have a good
all
one.
right,
We got to
queued
make
up.
a new one. We got to make a new sad one.
We should. We should.
It's just been
So
really
there's some new
annoying.
material we got.
It's going to be a little bit of a rant, but it's just annoying because everyone's an expert after the fact, and it's easy to say like Kyle mismanaged Trey because he ran him up the middle. But I don't know if he makes that same play and runs it off for a first down, or if he like breaks off a long run, everyone's stoked and they're like, "That's why we got a dynamic QB who can do stuff like that with his legs," you know. And then, it's like, okay, why did the offense switch when it went back to Jimmy? And it's like, do you think that Kyle would throw the ball and air it out if he trusted Trey to be able to do that at this point in his career? Like, he's obviously using the kid the way that he thinks will set him up to be somewhat successful, win games, and build some confidence.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's just like, I think the guy that so they also say he doesn't trust Trey, doesn't like him. They never had his back. The guy put his career on the line, traded 3 first-round picks to go get him. Like, I think that says enough. He made him a starter. And I think the guy probably knows football better than a lot of us fans. So I don't know. It's a physical sport. Brady, Carson Palmer, Dak Prescott, Deshaun Watson in college, Justin Fields in college, Joe Burrow. The list goes on and on, have had lost seasons to injuries. They just happen. And like, I get everyone's frustrated, and I am too, but like, to say like he's arrogant, like Kyle Shanahan's arrogance made Trey Lance get hurt because he didn't run the Trey Lance don't get hurt play is just so dumb to me. Like,
Yeah.
do we really need to fire Kyle Shanahan, who like took
real
a bottom? Go ahead.
No, but as a Niners fan, I'm supposed to be able to get mad at somebody, and I got to get mad at someone, Matt. So who do I get mad at?
It's got to be someone's fault. It's
Exactly.
Jimmy, because if Jimmy wasn't on the roster, Kyle
There we
wouldn't have
go.
been so careless.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just ridiculous because you have this coach and this front office that took a bottom of the barrel roster with one redeemable player at the time in DeForest Buckner. Jimmy Ward and Eric Armstead were on the team, but weren't great players then. So they take this team that's bottom of the barrel. They get a bunch of blue chip, likable, marketable superstar players who everyone loves. They're always a physical team that nobody wants to play against every single matchup. And they went to an NFC or a Super Bowl in year 3 and an NFC championship in year 5. But fire the guy because he made Trey Lance run up the middle and got him hurt because he doesn't like him. Like,
He doesn't like
what
him.
are we talking about, man?
That is true.
It's
That's
pretty
annoying.
abysmal.
That's annoying where it gets to that level where it's just like he did it on purpose. He did this because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's just like, come on, man. We've had to hear this too about the mismanagement with Jimmy and the fact that he's on the team, and it just like there's been civil war in the Niners fan base for a minute now on Twitter, and it's like now it's coming to a head with this injury, and it's fucking annoying to watch. It really is.
Obnoxious.
It is. It's just.
If Kyle had just run the touchdown play with Trey, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
That's the thing with me. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from us. It's just like, yes, we have a dynamic quarterback. But don't use that. Don't, He's got to sit in the pocket the entire time and he can't get touched. Don't let him get touched.
Even though every quarterback with legs in the NFL, their first couple seasons, they try and get them involved with the run play because that's what they know they can do early. Right. It's like their skill set. Fucking Jalen Hurts, the example of what you get a couple of years down the line, right?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's
refined
the best
passers
example.
at first.
Lamar.
So you have to use their legs
Lamar.
more while they learn to become a refined passer.
Yeah.
Kevin,
I'm sure if he was like at Jimmy's level as a passer, that's how they would have used him.
Right.
He's just not there yet.
Kevin, all my sources say that it was actually a red shell that Jimmy used, and it ended up getting him.
Got him.
Targeted, dude. Targeted.
Because the red shell, he was ahead of him, so he got it.
Yeah,
Kevin,
I saw Niner fans on Twitter say, I would rather not make playoffs with Trey Lance getting experience than make a deep run with Jimmy G. And it's like, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
What's the point?
You play to win the fucking big game. That's what you play for.
Yeah, like as a fan, you want to win games.
And it's not like Trey Lance, they were like, oh, we're gonna lose games with Trey. There was no meeting anywhere in the Niners organization that was, we're gonna plan to lose with Trey so he's better for next year. We're gonna shit on every player that's in their last year of their deal on the Niners, even though we have a Super Bowl ready roster. It's not the plan.
Yeah, sorry, Trent Williams. I know you're like 34 years old and this is it for you, but kid's got to play, you know?
Kid's got to play, yeah. Experience.
Kid needs
and
reps.
I know that he doesn't pass really well right now, but we're going to have him throw 40 times a game so we can get him those reps.
Because we don't want him to, hurt himself. Even though that's
we can't run him, and we can't run him up the middle. That's
exactly. It's just the one skill set he's great at, better than every other player on the field right now.
Get well soon, Trey. But
yeah, we miss you already, dude. Kevin had a hot take. Do we think this was a trial and tribulation sent by Christ, our Lord and Savior? Because it sure seems like Trey Lance believes that.
God gives his strongest warriors the toughest battles,
There we go. Bam, baby. WWJD.
Bingo.
He would just probably heal himself.
The good news is it sounds like he's going to make full recovery.
Yeah.
Could be like a 10 to 12 week till he's okay.
That's it. Yeah, I saw like sources were some of the surgeons were saying that he could even be like ready to go maybe by the end of the regular season. Which
not a compound fracture.
Right.
Shouldn't like be like a Dak thing where he's not the same when he comes back. The way I saw a surgeon break it down is it's just like the worst a high ankle sprain could be. It's just like a high ankle sprain that the bone breaks.
It looked really bad too.
It was, yeah.
It looked gnarly.
It looked pretty brutal.
Scott,
can you imagine that much adrenaline where like you get helped up and you don't even realize your ankle's pointing the wrong way?
Yeah.
That was that was probably what was the most gnarly, is that he tried to stand up and tried to stand on it and then instantly realized that this isn't gonna work.
Wait, my foot's not on the ground, but I keep trying to put it down.
But wait, and now it hurts. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Fucking brutal, dude. Fucking rip Trey. We miss you, but thankfully we have Jimmy G. We talked about it all off season. We wanted to move him so
very
bad,
briefly
but
explain the incentives. I just want to understand. He's got a crazy, interesting contract that is now totally in play. What is it? $320,000 a win or a game? It's just a game.
It's $250,000 per game. $325,000 if they win.
See, potential of fucking awesome.
If he plays 25% or more of the snaps, which he will.
He's the starter.
And what a great contract, right? And if he was going to be a backup, the Niners were going to pay zero. Like they were going to pay backup money, and then they made the contract. If you happen to come in, you're going to get paid starter money.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's
John
smart.
Lynch. I gotta say, not a lot of high five for that guy, but give him a little props, right?
Absolutely. Well done.
I mean, we were screaming at them to just cut him.
Yeah.
Right?
Like just get rid of
podcast.
it.
Check the receipts. There's a whole lot of cut Jimmy G on this podcast.
I don't care what you get for him at this point. Just move on. This is why you do it.
This is why you do it.
I mean, the season would have been over. And now it's like, right now, they're probably
Nate Sudfeld? Is that guy on the roster?
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, baby.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Fucking, we would have been sitting here this week with Matt asking for Kellen Mond to get signed to the fucking Niners.
Sign Kellen Mond right now.
If you were watching Hard Knocks, Tom, you would know that Nate went to Detroit.
Exactly.
And we were all a little bit sad about it, okay?
Because what's that one guy that wasn't a very good quarterback that we all rooted for?
Shorts and a t-shirt, though. That guy can.
Blow, dude.
Blow.
Blow, dude.
Yeah.
Blow. What a name.
Blow. Well, he's now with the Kirk Cousins backup. That they replaced him with Mond. So there you go. All right, John, you have the final. Well, John has one more dud. I should have probably asked Matt last, then we can go into our ad. But I do want to hear John's final dud. What you got?
My final dud is just the Bengals offensive line. I mean, in particular, Lyle Collins. Yeah. My defensive player of the year pick, Michael Parsons, bullied that guy the entire game, put him on skates, showed why it's tough to go into the season without any sort of preseason or camp. He was doing a lot of workouts off to the side. Didn't really get a lot of unity with the first team. And they looked really, really bad. They got to do something, man. That team is way too good. And they, in theory, fixed all the problems on the line. But 6 sacks. 6 sacks.
Okay. And would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather let Trey Lance run it up the middle 13 times a game, or let Joe Burrow get fucking free rushed 70 times a game?
It's the only way he's gonna learn, Matt.
He's got to get the reps.
Gotta get the reps. Yeah, gotta get him in.
He's got to build those calluses. All right. He's got to get hit at least a few times just to build those calluses.
I am deeply terrified every time he drops back.
Bro, on 25% of his dropbacks in that game, he was pressured. 25%. It's crazy. You can't do that. You can't let your quarterback get hit that many times.
He already tore his ACL his rookie year.
In theory, they fixed it, but in actuality, we saw it two nights ago. Nah, didn't fix a thing. Bengals, get right. You got too cool of a quarterback.
Who is the offensive lineman they signed that said, don't worry, no one's touching you. I'm your bodyguard.
That's my job now. Something like that. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Freezing cold take. All right. That, I think, concludes this half of the show, or if you're a listener, this episode. However, stick around if you're here with us live, and if you're still listening, we have a fake ad for you. And it has to do kind of with what we just talked about and the Niners and Joe Burrow. So if you're listening to us, we love you guys. We'll see you for the next episode that will be out in a day or two. And on the next one, we got the Hot Sauce Gauntlet. So we already know from last week, Matt, you will be partaking, and I'm not going to spoil it. You got to tune in for the next episode to figure out who is going to be doing the other half. But stick around. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Here is the fake ad for Quarterback Mutual Insurance. We love you guys. Bye. We are always uncertain of the future every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. Living in fear is something we face each and every game day. Quarterbacks are the most volatile position on the football field. They can make your day or break your spirit on a week-to-week basis. But success is never guaranteed. Here at Quarterback Mutual Insurance, we believe we may have a solution to your worries. Our multitude of policies can protect your team from any catastrophe that occurs during the course of the NFL season. Our policies can protect you against injury, slumping performance, seeing ghost syndrome, a new prospect underperforming, a quarterback sliding too late, and many, many other ailments. With our premium protection policy, we will even provide you with a fantastic backup quarterback who is guaranteed to get your team over 500. Just ask a few of our past clients. Let's hear from San Francisco 49ers head coach, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped that we were able to use the premium protection policy. You know, without the safety blanket of Quarterback Mutual Insurance, I wouldn't have been able to be so aggressive and stuff with my play calls at Trey and run him up the middle, which, if you look around the league, it's no different at all than what guys like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson's doing. But, pretty happy because the premium protection policy probably saved our season and maybe my career. And we got Jimmy in the locker room, and, by no means is he perfect, but I can't be there on the field playing quarterback myself, which kind of sucks, but this is the next best thing. So, yeah, I'd say we're real happy.
Now, let's hear from Los Angeles Rams head coach, Sean McVay.
Yeah, man, I gotta say there in the offseason, it got a little spooky with Matty Stafford's elbow. We weren't sure if he was going to be tip-top and ready to go for the season, but thankfully we were able to pivot and get the injury package from Quarterback Mutual, and gotta say it was probably the best decision I've ever made, and makes it a lot easier to keep burying my emotions deep down and keeping up this persona of happiness and positivity. If only they had a running back injury package, you know?
And lastly, we even asked New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick what his favorite package that we provided was.
We like winning.
So don't wait until it's too late. Get your premium protection policy from Quarterback Mutual Insurance today. The event of CTE, death, brain damage, big time, terrible things that happen to your quarterback, including murder, kill, abuse, sexual assault, murder, anybody, domestic abuse. This will be covered by the Quarterback Mutual Insurance Company, nor will be covered by the Premium Protection Plan. This is code 60897-420-117-4269-694269. All right, that was our second fake ad of the season. Well done, boys. All right.
Wow, that was incredible.
Thank you. Well, hey, I couldn't have done it without the help of my two coaches below me. Chat, this is our little special segment that we get together now. So once again, if you want to talk shit to the podcast listeners, now's your time. Yeah, that was a very fun ad to make. That was a very fun one. Really thankful that the 49ers signed up for the Quarterback Mutual Insurance Premium Pass Protection Package. All right, boys, you ready to start the second half?
Fuck no, I'm not.
Yes, let's go. I'm excited. I did text some people saying we're about to hit hot sauce time, so we might see some uptick in viewers here.
Yeah, all right, deal. Well, let's fucking go. So, all right. I mean, yeah, we're gonna cover it as we get into it. So it will be Matt and John doing it. So buckle up, boys. Get ready.
Do the intro.
Yizuka said, "Bring back suit pants." Yeah, we're gonna read it. We will. Well, we will. We got to do piss pants. That's a fun one that we're gonna do. Okay. We're going to redo the file.
Hey, thanks all you streaming listeners. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around with us. We got quite a few of you guys hanging out in the chat, and so it always makes it more fun when you guys are chatting with us during the show. So we really
everyone wants to see someone suffer.
I'm already sweating.
Oh, God.
Let's go, John.
All right, so we're going to redo the intro. I'm going to recap how last week went, and then I'll be like, all right, boys, here we go. It's time to do week 3, and then you guys will do your deed, and we'll keep it going. So... all right, here we go. Let's redo the intro. We'll be right back in 30 seconds, chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the A-Gap Podcast. And now, your host, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the A-Gap Podcast. Today is Thursday, September 22nd. And yes, today's the day you have all been waiting for. Today is the day of the Hot Sauce Gauntlet, and we have a double feature for you today. So you know what? Let's go ahead and recap how the week 2 pick'ems went. So most of you that have already listened, you guys know, Matt, I'm sorry you weren't here last week. You unfortunately were the loser of week 1. So you will be giving us your picks with 380,000+ Scoville units raging in your mouth. John, what was that?
Said can't wait.
Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, so let's go ahead and recap how week 2 went. So for those of you that are in the pick'em pool, we're going to go ahead and go from top to bottom for week 2. And then I will also recap the total standings as well. And if you guys want to join us, it's not too late. We still have links all over Twitter, all over Discord. So go track them. We'd love to have you guys join the pick'em pool. So week 2 results. In the number 1 spot with an absolutely incredible week, 12-4, was Chef Swag. So congratulations, Chef Swag. You are the winner of week 2. What a week. 12-4. Well done.
You guys
well
killing
done,
it, man.
we have a 3-way tie for second place. Excuse me, at 9-9, we have Hurley. Shout out Hurley.
There you
We
go.
have
What up,
B-Mac.
The pod.
There we go. We got big friend of the pod, Hurley. We got B-Mac 400, and we got Tom Time, who is also Thomas Meeker right here. So, Tom, well done. You are the top of the pod group. So, well done there.
Should have picked the Eagles, boys. Let's go.
I know. That was literally what kind of fucked a lot of us over. And I'm sorry, Matt, you were also 9-9. So, congratulations. So, you guys tied. So, Tom and Matt tied. And then we have a 4-way tie for 6th place. At 8-8 was me, Freeds, Connor McCann, and Spivey Special. So Spivey Special had a little bounce back week. Congratulations. Well done.
Nice.
Another friend of the pod. They have a podcast tomorrow night. I believe it's 7 o'clock. Spivey Special. Check them out. They're awesome. And then in 10th place for week 2, we have Kevin Brobin at 7-7 or 7-9. Yeah, 7-9, excuse me. So Kevin.
Jeff Fisher Special.
Well, that's okay. Well done. Yeah, exactly. Classic.
Yes, Paradigms. Yes, the coach.
Yes, the coach Hurley. That is correct. And
join in.
The legend.
in 11th place, which was last because apparently 2 people forgot to submit their picks, is John at 6-10. So tough week. You took a lot of chances. You put yourself out there. Sometimes that's how you win the week, but unfortunately did not pan out this week. So I am sorry, but you will also be doing the hot sauce tonight. And then I'll go really quick through overall standings. So with his great week, Chef Swag is now number 1 at 20-11. Number 2, we have a 3-way tie between myself, Big Mac 400 or B-Mac 400, Hurley, and Tom Time. So it's a 4-way tie, all at 18-13. We have a 2-way tie for 6th place between Connor and Matt at 17-14. And then 8th place alone is Freeds at 16-15. John, Kevin, Spivey Special all tied in 9th at 15-16. And then we had 3 guys who missed their picks: Will Colligan, Travis Shreen, and Young Lunk. So they missed their picks for week 2. So boo. Everybody boo.
Put in your picks
man.
at least, man. Come
on. It takes literally 10 seconds to put them in. It's so easy. So
You
You don't have
invite
to
me
eat hot sauce.
Or
Even if you
anyone
suck,
else
you
that
don't
wants
have
to
do hot
join
sauce.
moving forward?
Yeah. Let me grab the link real quick for anybody that wants to join.
We can still go by percentage, right?
Yeah, we can go by overall
Play
one
all
percentage.
season long. Come on, yeah.
Unless you just have one good week and then you just stop forever. That's a little unfair. We
The
should
winner
say
gets
like 4 week minimum.
$1,000.
Wow. Okay.
Matt's wallet, I
Out
guess.
of Matt's pocket. Yeah.
Accepting donations.
All right, boys. While I get this link, any final words before we get into the week 3 pick'ems and the hot sauce gauntlet?
No, nothing. I want to see it right now.
Well, I actually want to answer this question.
Oh, of course you would.
So Kevin Brobin says, would Hurley break in half and over or under of 4 clipboards if he was in the back half of picks?
I'd
Ooh.
say under.
I'd say
under.
I would say under.
Only
It
week
might be like
2.
3.
If he was down big, like week 7, week 8, I would agree.
If I was like a holder of clipboards during the Trey Lance injury, it would be over. I've just been grabbing them and snapping them over and over.
Grab and snap.
Snapping necks and cashing checks.
But I did see Hurley break many a clipboard in his day.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
That visor got thrown so many times.
I'm done with this.
I have adopted the throw for sure.
I'm done playing.
He taught us a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
He taught us a lot of things.
Slow cap toss.
The slow cap toss. It's a
It's a
signature
classic.
move.
It's a classic.
right.
All right.
Alrighty, boys. The tweet has been sent. It is time for the week 3 pick'ems. Gentlemen, start your engines.
2 people, huh?
2 people.
Motherfucker.
Half the podcast
Ooh.
is going to be, and let's
Oh my
see them before you guys dab them.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
see
inspect.
how many you got, how much you got. Oh my god! For the record, 380K plus Scoville units. This is nothing to fuck around with, people.
My
For,
hands are literally
oh my
shaking.
god!
A
Oh my
jalapeno is about
God.
8,000. So that's what these guys are dealing with.
Do I have to do more?
I think, Matt, you need to do more. John looks like he has more than you.
Oh boy.
What? I filled it up. We're
yeah,
filling it up,
fill
right?
it up,
Yeah,
Matt. We're filling it up.
Fill it up.
Matt, remember. Hold on, Matt. Fuck, I got it on my finger. God damn it.
I got it on my finger.
We're gonna have to
God
hurry.
damn it.
Okay. Do not touch your eyes.
My heart is
doing dramatic.
My heart is racing. Right. All right, so hold on. Before we do this,
can we go right into picks too, Colby?
Yes. No. As soon as you guys eat it, I'm gonna put up the pick graphic and we're gonna roll.
Hell yeah.
For science, to go where no man has gone before. Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
Woo! All right, and we are underway.
All right, let's hit it.
All right, Thursday night, we're going to be going down to Cleveland, Ohio, where we have the Steelers on the road who are going to get 4.5 points. The money line is set at plus 180. Over-under is set at 38.5 picks. All right, boys. I'm taking the fucking Steelers. I'm just going for it. I don't know why. I think they're going to make it happen. They're going to get a dub. And I like them. Tom, I'll let you go. Let's give these boys a couple extra seconds. They probably won't.
I'm going to go with the Browns because, I feel like the Steelers offense is really bad. So I think that the Browns will come out as the winners this week. Let's toss it to Matt, maybe.
Yeah, Matt, who you got?
Yeah. Not really big on the Steelers so far this year. I think Cleveland's starting to get their shit together. And I like the run game a lot, so I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns.
I have to agree with Matt. I think that you can't really sleep on the Browns' run game right now. I don't think that anybody can really trust Mitch Trubisky to get anything done. Like I said earlier, the Steelers show up and don't really know what they're doing on offense, and they just kind of make it up as they go. Give me the Browns.
All right, I'm going alone. I'm going all alone with the Steelers here. I just trust their defense. I think their defense is going to step it up. It's the only reason I'm taking them. I might be looking like you guys next week. All right, next game, we have the Ravens taking on the Patriots in Foxborough. The Patriots are actually going to get 3 points at home. Their money line is set at 40 or plus 140. The over under is 43. John, who you got?
Give me Vegas. There's no way that this is an 0-3 team.
This is Ravens Patriots, bud. Sorry, we're going to different order.
Give me Ravens.
Okay.
Don't switch the order on me like that.
All right. We're snake draft. Matt, who you got?
Yeah, I know I said that Lamar Jackson was the entire offense, and he is. But I still like Baltimore in this one. I think that the Patriots are having an identity crisis, and so am I. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens.
A lot of ego death going on here. Tom, who you got?
I also got the Ravens. Absolutely. What a wonderful week Lamar had. I think he's going to keep it going, not lose this one. Too much offense. Oh, we already lost one.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. I'm glad you guys... Yeah, we're keeping it going. All right, we got. I also got the Ravens. It's a no-brainer. They're just absolutely insane. The Patriots are just complete duds. It seems like this year. Ravens are too good. They're going to be hungry after taking the L, especially at home. So I'm taking Ravens all the way. All right, next game. We got the Bills taking on the Dolphins. This could easily be game of the week. Dolphins are going to get 5.5 points at home. Their money line is plus 185. Over-under is set at 54. I am actually going to be riding with the Bills. I love the Dolphins. They're super fun to watch, but the Bills just seem to be on another level. They're absolutely insane. Josh Allen's pumping on all levels. Tom, who you got?
I got the Bills.
Okay.
That's all I have to say
Matt,
about that.
who you got?
I love the Dolphins so much. They're like my favorite team in the NFL, but I just don't see anyone getting through the Bills right now. So I'm going to take the Bills.
Deal. John, who you got, buddy?
Oh my God.
I love the Dolphins so much, and I think I was scared about this hot sauce that I didn't even think about it, so I took the Dolphins.
No.
But I'm high on this offense too. Oh, this shit hurts so fucking bad, man.
Go get some ice cream or some milk or something, dude.
I'm
Please,
gonna take a lap.
Yeah, take a lap, take a
He's
walk.
taking
take a
Bills,
walk.
right? I think he's taking Bills, right?
No, he said Dolphins, but I think he'll take Bills. Well, we can adjust.
That's an A-gap sweep.
That's an A-gap sweep. All right, next game. This is like hard to do now. All right, we now have the Bengals taking on the Jets. The Jets are going to be at home, and they're going to get 5 points, also a plus 185 on the money line, over under 45.5. So since John's gone, Matt, we'll start with you. Who you got?
I'm taking the Bengals. That's all I got right now.
All right, deal. Tom, who you got?
Bengals.
I'm also taking the Bengals. We got bounce back against the Jets. Jets aren't that good, dude. It's called it. Joey Burrow's going to get his first win of the season. It's the Jets.
John, Jessica said there's popsicles in the freezer. You should probably go get one.
Yeah.
I will also be taking the Bengals. The Jets looked fun, but they're not going to be competitive against this Bengals team. There's going to be too much to handle on the offensive side of the ball. Once again, could be a get-right game for the Bengals. So throwing that out there as well.
Is that A-gap sweep?
I believe that will be an A-gap sweep. John, did you give us your pick? I don't know if he still has his headset on.
He
I
said
assume
Bengals.
he's taking the Bengals.
He said Bengals.
All right, deal.
He quietly said Bengals and then walked away from the microphone. So, yeah, he said Bengals.
All right, he's taking the Bengals. Next game, we have the Lions at the Vikings. The Lions are going to get 6 points on the road. Money line plus 200 for the Lions. Over-under is set at 53.5. Vegas thinks these teams are going to absolutely play. So, I'm going to go ahead and say, where's my pick? Let me find it here. I'm taking the Vikings again. I hate this. I don't know why I did this to myself. I love the Lions. I should have picked them, but I'm taking the Vikings at home. That's probably the reason why I did it. Tom, who you got?
I'm also taking the Vikings, and pretty much my only logic is I don't want to be these sorry ass guys down below me in the screen right here. This looks tough, and I'm taking the team that Vegas thinks is going to win in this one, even though I want the Lions to win because this looks tough.
This is about the worst pain that I've ever had in my stomach at any point at any time ever. This shit is hot and no fucking joke.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
Man.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
It's tough.
Give me Minnesota. Give me Minnesota.
All right.
I don't want to ever
Matt, who you got, Matt?
Give me the Lions, man.
Oh!
They're rolling on all cylinders.
Let's go.
They're fucking sick.
Takes with even
Give me the Lions.
hotter.
Atta babe, I love it. The hot sauce is speaking through his brain, and that
I
might be
love it, dude.
that might be the
I
pick
love
that
it.
separates him from us to make us all get hot. All right, next game we got Chiefs at Colts. Colts are gonna get 7 points at home. The money line is plus 235. Over under 49.5. We can make this one quick. Is anybody taking the Colts? No. All right, Bueller. All right, Chiefs all the way. A-gap sweep. On to the next one so we can get these boys out of here. We have the Raiders at the Titans. The Titans are going to get 2 points at home. Money line is plus 115. Over under is set at 45.5. I'll go ahead and start. Oh God. You needed that.
No.
I hope
that
you
was the
needed
fire
that.
breath.
Yeah.
I thought we were done with the hot detox.
Oh my God, it's like doing it again. Oh my
God. Suck the popsicle down, dude. Suck the popsicle down. All right, I'm going to be taking the Raiders in this game. Hopefully they're going to figure it out. The Titans just looked abysmal. I understand they were playing the Bills, but I just think, as John mentioned in the last episode, they are just one direction, one language the entire time. So I'm taking Raiders, and I also like that -2. Just seems like a really nice pick. Not a lot of points to cover. I'm going Raiders all the way. Tom?
I as well am taking the Raiders. I think this is a get-well game. Tennessee Titans look real lost offensively, and then honestly, even defensively. I just think that Josh McDaniels isn't going to have his offense look this bad 3 weeks in a row. So give me the Raiders. I think they're going to cover. I think this is the get-right game.
Deal. Matty Ice, who you got?
I'm taking the Raiders.
He's perfect voice for this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
He's back, kind of. John, who you got?
Kind of. The Raiders.
Yeah, boys.
They're back. This is not an 0-3 team. This is not an 0-3 team.
I agree with you.
I
100%. 100%. All right, once again, let's keep this thing fucking moving so these boys can get some ice cream and some shit that they need. We have Saints at Panthers. Panthers going to get 3 points at home. Money line is plus 130. Over under is only at 40. John, you have something to say. Who you got?
These mistakes get made. We already did the Bengals game, right, where I said Bengals?
Correct.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get through it. Give me the Jets.
You're taking the Jets?
What? You're taking Jets?
The Bengals?
Oh, okay.
Whoa, dude, this hot sauce.
The hot sauce is
fiery
getting
takes.
into his brain at this point. Let's go, baby.
After the end of the season, we're gonna have to see what the stats are for the guy after they did the hot sauce. What their record was, because I wonder if it's better or worse.
Jets front 7 gets pressure. That offensive line is shit.
All right.
Oh shit!
Deal.
Joey Burrow's going 0-3.
Let's go. All right, Matt, who you got? Saints, Panthers.
I mean,
yeah,
baby. Yeah, baby.
Let's go Panthers.
I also took the Panthers.
They're due.
They are due. I took the Panthers as well. God, here it goes again.
I'm going with you, boys. That's gonna cost my voice another couple days. Panthers all day. Tom, you riding solo or is it a sweep?
No, I'm going Saints.
Oh, boo! All right.
Jameis Winston finds a way. Matt Rule might be ready to get fired in week 4. I think this is gonna be a tough one.
All right, deal. Gonna be a tough game.
Give me the Saints.
The Panthers. All right, next game. We got the Eagles. Tom's Eagles taking on the Commanders. Commanders are going to get 6.5 at home. The money line is set for plus 240. Over under at 47.
It's not even helping, guys. Don't want to eat it. Everything fucking hurts my stomach. I can't fucking eat it.
You got ice cream?
John, you got Tums? You got Tums? Settle that? Maybe a little Pepto?
No, nothing's going to help right now.
All right, I'll start us off. I learned my lesson last week. I'm taking the fucking birds. Let's ride. Fly, Eagles, fly.
You know I'm taking them birds, baby. Let's go. Carson Wentz, you ain't getting no revenge, baby. You're out of here.
Go birds, go birds, go birds. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, Rob.
Eagles, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
I was going to have the chant, but I forgot how to spell Eagles, so...
Oh my god.
E-A.
Yeah. Sports. It's in the game. All right, next game. That's a sweep. We got Jags at Chargers. The
There's
Jags
still some left.
Oh god. Oh no, John, what are you doing?
John, we don't need that. We don't need that.
You don't need a second dab, dude.
Because you set the standard here and now.
Oh
and
my
you have
god.
clean spoons.
I so don't want to lose.
Yes.
I so don't want to lose.
I don't want to do that.
I think my reaction is gonna be worse than both of them combined. I think I'm gonna have a whole hot ones plate set up with milk and water and ice and beer and everything ready to the right of me, just because it's gonna be tough.
I don't think we'll have you here for longer than 20 seconds. You'll be gone. You'll just run away.
I'll be fucking in the Twitch chat putting in my picks. That'll be while I'm in the bathroom freaking out.
That'll be fucking brutal. All right, let's keep this moving. We got Jags, Chargers. Jags are getting 7 points on the road. Their money line is plus 265. Over under is 47.5. Let's make this one quick. Raise your hand if you're taking the Jags. Anybody? Nope. Looks like a Chargers sweep for the boys here at the A-Gap podcast. So let's move on to the next game. We now have the Falcons at the Seahawks. Falcons are getting 1.5 on the road. The money line is plus 105. Over under 42.5. I'll go ahead and start us out. I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons to get a little upset on the road here. Seattle, I think, showed kind of their true colors last week. I think Mariota is going to figure it out on the road. I know this is probably a dumb pick, but I'm taking the Falcons. Tom, who you got?
I'm laughing in the chat. There's a big roast fest going on. Yeah. I'm taking the Falcons, baby. I think as they get that win, I think the Seahawks are sorry ass. I think the Falcons actually showed some shit. Drake London's gonna go off. Kyle Pitts finally gonna get a touchdown. It's gonna be a big deal.
There you go, Maddie.
Agreed. Wow. Dirty Birds. Kyle Pitts is gonna have a get right game. Gonna have a big game from Drake London, isn't it? And Dirty Birds.
Johnny boy.
Geno Smith season, baby. Gino at home already
Oh,
proved
shit.
he can do it. Give me the Hawks. 12-man makes the difference.
All right, Johnny Boy is riding solo on this one, but that once again could be the pick that gets us eating some spicy stuff. All right, next game, Packers plus 1.5 versus the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are at home. Packers money line is going to be plus 110. Over under set at 41. This game could go either way. John, I'm going to start it with you. We're swinging it back on the snake draft.
Green Bay. I think that their defense is going to hold Tom Brady in check. Mike Evans this game. Give me Green Bay.
Matty Ice.
Oh, this one's so tough.
Yeah, this one's really
This
tough.
was a tough, hard one. Yeah.
This
I
might
am
be the
taking
hardest one.
Green Bay
Oh,
because Mike Evans is out, Chris Godwin's out. I mean, Cole Beasley, never discount fucking that guy, I guess. I don't know. The Packers, the receivers are going to get it right eventually. It's going to take some time. Fucking Bobby Tonyan is going to be the star. Bobby Tonyan game.
All right, Tom.
Uh,
Tom, are you changing your pick right now?
No, I'm keeping it. I was
okay,
looking at the
okay.
chat because they're saying I'm afraid to read the chat, but
Yeah,
can see
well,
the chat. It's
they-
in the video.
They said Tom has once refused a pepper at Olive Garden. Tom refuses any topping on anything. Can I get a pep pizza hold the pep? Tom never refused me topping him. Stop.
Don't worry.
Tom
Kevin
doesn't have the
Broman
guts
said,
to read the
"I'll send you
chat. Yeah.
pics."
Yeah.
He's got picks, dude. He's got receipts. I'm also taking the Packers, baby. I just all the reasons you said. I think the Bucks are good, but not that good. And I think the Packers want to prove that they are one of the best teams in the NFC. I think they get the win.
I understand the Bucks are missing a lot of guys, but I like them at home. I like Tom Brady at home. They had a frustrating game last week.
Tom Brady doesn't even like to be at home.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually true. That is fair. Well, fuck. All right, but I'm still taking the
bloody
Buccaneers.
sock game for Matt right now. He's got some jokes with his I love it.
The euphoria is starting to hit a little
Yeah.
bit. The brain is working. I'm taking the Bucks. It's probably dumb. I feel like I've gone solo against you guys a couple times, but I hope it pays off. If it doesn't, then I'm getting spicy next week. All right, next game we got on the docket. We got Rams at Cardinals, little NFC West matchup. We got the Rams on the road. The Cardinals are going to get 3.5 at home. Money line plus 3 or 160. Excuse me. Over under is 49. I'll go ahead and start us off again because I think John started the last game. This might also be a pretty dumb pick. Maybe I do want to try the hot sauce, but I'm taking the fucking Cardinals. I'm kind of sold after their game last week. The Rams have kind of looked like dog shit. Same sorry ass Rams. I'm liking Kyler.
True.
I don't think there's a double XP weekend next weekend. I think it's the following weekend. So I'm going with
there it
Kyler
is.
in the Cardinals. Tom.
Give me the Rams just because they should be the better team. And the Cardinals, I don't know. I don't think they're that good. So give me the Rams.
I can say by this
defense wins
by
that
this
game.
point, it's now it was the stomach and my mouth, like everything's.
Yeah, that sucks.
We got some airtime. Why don't you guys walk us through this? What were the
Palpable.
stages like?
I can't describe it to you. Besides having the 7 layers of hell go traverse into the pit of your stomach, where it then explodes, and you can't let anything out for fear of having to go through the 7 layers of hell again.
Did
And
you
it's
eat
just like
anything
a
before the show?
Fuck yeah, I
Damn.
ate so much to make sure that I was ready, like my stomach was padded and ready.
Fuck.
And there's no saving you from this. And that hurt. That hurt. And my mouth hurts. And it still hurts. And it burns. And I'm normally a good spice guy. This shit is different.
Agreed.
I told you boys, it's
My stomach,
fucking
like,
hot.
it hurts. It does hurt.
It's hot.
It's physically
Like, it's very uncomfortable.
it's physically fucking tough.
You guys let us know. Let us know in our personal group chat how it goes tomorrow, because I am curious about like the rest of the process.
We will recover.
I'm glad you guys made it. Seems like you're kind of
Doing
back.
great.
Seems
Doing
like you're
great,
kind of back.
It's
All right.
manageable now. Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Earth, gentlemen. That I was a little scared for both of you there for
I had to walk.
like 10
I had to
minutes.
walk. I couldn't not. I saw Matt do it once, and I was like, I need to do what he's doing.
I keep wiping my nose, and my nostrils are on fire, but we're good.
Like you're going the opposite hand.
I've got it on my desk. It's on my shirt. It's gonna.
Oh no!
It's not over.
Oh, no.
Man, don't touch anything.
Matt, you might have to cut that. You might have to cut that shirt off and just order a new one tonight, dude.
I mean,
look at this.
Oh
no! My God, Matt.
Belly button is going to be the ring of fire later tonight.
Oh, no.
At least Baker's 0-2, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Christ.
All right, I got Cardinals. Tom's got Rams. Matt, who you got?
I like the Cardinals, man. I thought they showed a lot last week. Kyler Murray running around like a toddler that stole his parents' phone. Just he's got heart, dude. I think the Rams, I don't know. I'm worried about Matty Stafford's elbow.
Yeah, right?
Beater, man.
John, who you taking?
They need to get A-Rob involved.
Yes. He had a touchdown last week, but that was kind of it, right?
Yeah.
It should have had 2.
Oh, really?
How many targets he got?
Shit.
13, I think.
13?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Some
A-Rob
like that
is involved.
Some crazy shit, I thought.
He's officially involved.
Maybe I'm getting mixed up. I'm
Let me. I'm looking
up
right now.
A lot of football.
Let me check the stats really quick.
Matt, don't
all right,
touch your
Sean.
eyes.
All right, Sean.
I only see
5
4
targets.
receptions. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get him involved more.
Well, I'm with Tom. I'm gonna go LA. LA has had the Cardinals number for years now, and I'll just chalk it up to Matt's impression of Sean McVay. I'll just do that.
There we go. I love that.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it hard.
I love Matt. You're just sitting back chilling now. You're like the euphoria has fully hit. It looks like so.
I can
Not
tell you,
euphoria.
euphoria.
It's not
Still
euphoria.
hurts.
No euphoria.
It
Oh
still
boy.
hurts, but there is
No
some
euphoria.
euphoria. I feel a lot better.
All right.
This shit,
All right.
Yeah, because you feel like shit, and then you don't feel as much like shit, so therefore you feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go sit in the shower for a while after.
Oh my god.
Nice cold.
I feel like I just need to lay on my side for the
And
rest.
cry a little bit, Matt.
Oh my god.
Matt, I'm just gonna call you, and you and I can just cry with each other on the phone for a couple hours.
Just be on FaceTime.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Can we please? Cause I have popsicles, and that sounds great.
Just looking
Yeah,
popsicles on FaceTime. I'm down.
Nice.
Call me
Hell
later.
Hell yeah, boys. All right. Big game. So Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night. We got let's fucking go. We got the Niners taking on the Broncos in the Mile High Stadium. Broncos are going to get 1.5 points at home. Their money line is 105. Over under set at 45 even. How about I'm just going to ask you, Tom. Are you going to be taking the 49ers or the Broncos this game?
I'm going to be taking the 49ers because they seem like a better team than the Broncos by, a country mile at this point. So
A
give me the
Broncos
Niners.
country mile?
Broncos. It's a big, flat, wide, long mile.
Let's ride.
That's right. No, I will not be riding with the Broncos at all.
Do I even need to ask, boys? Is anybody actually going to be taking the Broncos here?
Oh, God,
Bad
no.
juju.
No, we're such a homer podcast. We're all taking the fucking Niners. Let's go.
Also, for the record,
I will pick
did
the Niners every single time this season if fucking Brock Purdy, Nathan Peterman, or some guy that we've never heard of is the quarterback. I don't care.
There you go. That's
now
right.
you've done the hot sauce. You've kind of broken the barrier. Now you know what to expect, but it's still gonna suck. But you now know what to expect. So
Can I
maybe that helps
sidebar
a
really
bit.
quick?
Please.
I did test the hot sauce when we first got it, and I'm a big hiccups guy when I get the hot sauce. I just get the hot hiccups real bad. So
I got
I'm
them
impressed.
immediately.
Yeah,
It's
Matt
okay.
was,
I was
Matt
gonna
was
say,
ripping
Matt
hiccups
was-
immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, I
I
got
feel
him.
less
He
bad.
was
I'm
just
glad
sitting
you got
away
it
from
right
the
away.
mic, but he was cutting up some hiccups.
All right, good. I was saying handling like a champ, and I'm
No.
impressed. I'm impressed.
I was gonna say I'm getting round 2 of some fucking stomach.
Ooh.
This
Get some Tums, boys. Get some Tums or some shit. I don't know what'll help that, but some
Pepto?
We'll
antacids,
prepare.
some
I'm gonna
Pepto,
prepare. I'll be ready
something.
next time. Yeah.
Drink some Pepto, shit some
I will
black,
say,
you'll be fine.
I knew this was gonna be hot, but I underestimated.
I didn't expect that. That was like that was.
So had either of you boys tried
sauce.
it? Have either of you boys tried it previous to today?
No.
We did.
Me and Tom did. Yeah. I got curious because Camille wanted to try it, and so I just licked the side of the bottle. Yeah, lit me up. Even just that much lit me up. So
maybe I'd post my very short video of me taking it to Twitter or something.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Give the fans what they want.
There we go. There we go. All right, boys. Final game. Let's give it to them. Ba 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 ba. All right, it is Monday Night Football. We have America's team, the Cowboys, heading on up to the Meadowlands to take on the New York Football Giants. The Cowboys are going to get 2.5 on the road. Money line is plus 120. Over under 39.5. Maybe the lowest of the week.
Wow. Look at this.
John, you're staring off.
Thursday might be low.
Oh, Thursday might be. Let me see. Yep, it is 38. 38.
Yep.
All right, John, I see you staring into the abyss. It looks like the gods are giving you a pick. Who are you going to take?
I have to go with Dallas on this one. I just don't know that New York is a 2-0 football team.
3-0?
Yeah, they are a 2-0 football team.
I don't believe it though.
Okay.
He just
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
That's it. I'm not buying it. It doesn't look right to me. No, give me Dallas. It'll be a good game though.
All right, Maddie, who you got?
I'm taking Dallas. I'm not excited about it. I don't feel that good about it. But, Cooper Rush has won some big games in his day.
That is true.
Serviceable backup.
They can win games with them.
I don't know. I just don't like Daniel Jones. I don't like what I've seen.
That is fair.
I don't think anyone's liked what they've seen from Daniel Jones, though, in fairness.
That is fair.
Is this year 4? Year 4, Daniel Jones?
I think so. Maybe even year 5.
I don't
know. I don't know. I feel like it's weird. I feel like he's been their quarterback for like 10 years now. Like it's just been, they've been that bad and irrelevant that they kind of just, it seems like so many other football seasons have passed. And he's just like,
he's Eli Manning with wheels.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And not good, but.
Yeah, not good at all.
Eli Manning had an extra gear in the playoffs at least. But you never know. If the Giants make it to the playoffs, maybe he's got that dog in him, man.
We haven't seen it yet, but
right here.
And he's like the second fastest quarterback in the NFL. Third.
I was gonna say, yeah. Who's 1 and 2? If he's
Lamar, Kyler, and Daniel Jones.
Hell yeah,
Jalen's not faster than Daniel Jones.
No, dude. Check their 40s.
No,
that's actually true.
Check their 40s.
Because of the mad respect that we're throwing on Daniel Jones, I'm actually taking the Giants. This one was really tough for me. It became who did I hate the least amount, and I feel like Brian Daboll with his big Brian Daboll balls are gonna go in there and they're gonna get a win, even though they're at home. They're gonna win regardless. Cowboys offense they're gonna figure out Cooper Rush. He's gonna get his first loss. Give me the Giants.
New York Football Giants.
Let's go. Tom, I'm riding with you. I'm also taking the Giants here.
Let's go.
I will say,
this week?
We've got a very diverse group of picks this week. I'm very excited to see how it's going to shake out. I kind of just want to believe the Giants are going to go 3-0. All the fans are going to be happy. We love Daboll. I feel like the Cowboys are about as good as the Titans, maybe, right? They're probably better, but I'm just justifying this to myself. So Giants can beat the Titans.
Cowboys
I think they can beat the Cowboys.
Cowboys defense is going to be great.
Yeah.
And I just think that the Cowboys offense versus the Giants defense, which has been frisky, that'll keep it a close game. And I just think that Saquon might be him and Micah Parsons, probably the two most talented players playing on that field in that Monday night game. Big lights, big show. I don't know. Give me Saquon having a great game. Eli Manning's going to be, doing his version of the show. I can see it.
It's going to be fun. All right,
boys. We get Titan and Eli.
Fighting Eli.
Oh.
I didn't watch it all
Eli.
last week. I didn't watch it at all.
Gorsh.
Oh, gosh. You guys see Eli BYU? That's pretty funny.
And just sidebar, the fact that ESPN got
Penn
a way
State.
better, they've got a way better Monday night lineup makes me want to watch the Peyton Eli broadcast way less. It's the only reason I watched Peyton Eli is because I hated the Monday night team, and now I don't really want to because it's the best team.
Yeah, it's back. It's big back.
Dude, Joe Buck,
like a
Troy
playoff
Aikman,
game.
solid.
So good.
Solid. ESPN made the right choice. I think that's the premier one. We would all agree. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Well, now that Al isn't doing Sunday, it seems like it's now.
Well, Al's doing Game of the Week with Tony Romo on Fox, right?
Is Sunday Night Football like 3 now?
CBS.
That's Jim Nance. I think he's on Prime with Kirk Herbstreit.
He is
on Thursdays.
Oh,
yeah.
Jim Nance with Kirk Herbstreit?
No.
Al Michaels.
Yes.
Al Michaels. There it is.
TNF.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So
is as far as the primetime games, I think Sunday Night Football is number 3 now.
I think so.
Probably. Yeah. So I love Kirk. I love Al. I love Joe and Aikman.
I like Kirk doing NFL games too. I always like Kirk's opinion. I'm all about it.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Monday night though,
he always
the
picked
best
the Ducks too.
Monday night last season was the worst. Now Monday night's the best. I just Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I just love that they talk shit about the refs too. I just think that alone, they are not afraid to do that. It's great.
Can we get that as a disgusting act?
Yeah, let me track it down. Where is it at?
Yeah, if I could get one prime time, I would love to see Nance and Romo be prime time because I think they're the best.
It might happen. I mean, a long
if they did Sunday Night Football, I would just do unspeakable things.
All right, here we go, Matt. Just for you. Oh, you won't be able to hear it. Fuck.
Randy Moss is in for a touchdown. Oh, Al Harris playing off. Bit up on the route, and Randy Moss, without even really being able to run, as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss. I don't know why I can't find it on the soundboard, but it's buried somewhere.
Well,
so sorry, I played it for the fans.
That's good. Yeah,
I couldn't give you what you wanted after you just ate a shit ton of hot sauce for us. So I feel bad. I'm sorry,
dickhead.
But hey, everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, round of applause for Matt and John. Holy shit, boys.
What a performance.
What a
Kurt
performance.
Schilling, Red Sox.
That was electric.
Racism. Yep, that was
you
great.
guys you guys absolutely dominated that. So wow.
Didn't feel like it, but
yeah,
we're back. I feel a lot better.
I'm so motivated to never lose my picks. It's unreal.
I'm a little worried about the picks I just made, but we'll see.
I just want to address Kevin in the chat real fast. I am praying because I just feel like I have to take a shit so bad.
Oh no!
So
right.
We'll see.
That is okay because pretty much we're done here, guys. So well done to Matt and John. We've got our picks in. It is going to be a wild week 3. A lot of diverse picks, so it's gonna be wild. Matt, what do you got to say? You got one last thing on your mind.
Fucking Kevin saying he's taking a bet that I might never open my eyes fully again. Which is fair.
Well, boys, good shit. Good work. I cannot commend you any further. Next week, someone's going to be doing it again. So here we go. This is the grave we have dug ourselves into, boys.
Hey, Matt.
And it has only begun.
Glad I got to do it with you there, bud.
I am too. I'm glad we got to do it together on the inaugural Hot Sauce Dab.
Better to have a buddy.
Fucking sucked. We should talk about some sort of whoever gets last in the final standings.
Oh.
Whole bottle. Man,
yeah,
dude. I
dear
don't
God.
think about it.
Maybe we'll do like you get shot with all 3 of us get to shoot you with a paintball gun for like 30 seconds or some shit.
I'd rather get shot with
30 seconds.
I don't know. Like, what are we trying to do?
Literally shoot me rather than eat the entire bottle of hot sauce.
I would rather have that. I will tear my esophagus.
Let's do a punishment
it would
wheel.
fuck you up.
Oh, yeah. It would fuck you up. We'll think of a few punishments as the season goes on. Maybe they'll just kind of come to us naturally. We can have some meetings about it too. And then we put them on a wheel and we fucking spin it at the end of the season.
Woo.
And whatever you get, you get.
I love how just the whole podcast is now circled around how much we can fuck each other up. Like that's
Yeah.
I guess give the
Yeah.
people what we want. This
This
seems
is-
like one of the most popular episodes we've had.
Means we're onto
so,
something,
you know,
yeah.
I guess so.
It works.
I guess
People,
so. We'll see if we
the people are here.
Reaper
we'll tweet
and
it out.
paintball shots.
Well, yeah, we're gonna John and Matt's face hating it are gonna be all over social media. So make sure to follow all the socials. Let's get it going.
Well, you
Alright.
doing creating OnlyFans. You can only delete it after you make $100.
Oh, that's a
Heard-
great
Maybe you do
idea.
like
That's pretty
a
funny.
hot sauce eating OnlyFans.
Oh
You
God.
just torture yourself.
I was gonna
Holy
say
shit.
you guys should check out my Twitter then. Jeez.
do you have to be naked to have an OnlyFans, or can it be like
Yeah,
you know,
like
creative
maybe just like
impression?
leather.
I've been trying to get y'all to subscribe for a minute now. Where y'all been?
Dude, spam that link
John's
in the chat. Let's
digging
ride.
for followers.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
OnlyFans Nation, let's ride.
I've been leaking your pics on Reddit, my bad.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
I
no.
knew it had to be somebody I loved. Damn.
All right. Oh my God, John. For a second, I thought you were taking a sip
I
out of the
did too.
fucking hot
What are you
sauce. Oh, I think you. What are you drinking? A ginger beer or something?
Restrain this man.
No, classic Coors, baby.
Those are too close
A
to each
yellow
other
belly.
in proximity for you to be doing that, man. Careful.
I think there might be more on this I can take.
No, do not. It's over.
I
It's
can,
fine.
like,
You
smell it. It's
You've
like-
done your duty.
It just lives with me right now.
It is one with your body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you'll
can
probably be
just feel
sweating
it.
out later and shit. Well, all right, boys, get some ice cream, get some ice water, get something to make you guys feel better. But I want to say, well done. You guys look like you've both made a relatively good recovery. So I'm glad nobody had cardiac arrest. You guys are ready to rock. So we love you guys. Everybody that was
was
here in
fun.
the chat, you guys were fucking awesome tonight. Thank you all
Great job,
Thanks,
chat.
guys.
so
Chat,
much.
Chat,
Great
you were
job, chat.
legendary tonight,
This is-
chat. Thank
yeah,
you
this-
so much.
This was your bloody sock game, chat. Give yourself a round of applause. Well done.
100%.
And hey, listener, you too. You guys did great. Thank you for listening to us and especially lasting throughout the whole episode. So we love you guys. We appreciate you.
You've got stamina.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, got a lot of stamina. Thank you. So
This
hop
happens
on
again
Twitter.
next week.
It happens again next week. Every week for the next 16 weeks. This is gonna happen. This is
Man.
gonna happen.
You guys better
So,
stop picking underdogs.
tell your
Jesus
friends.
Christ.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
We're gonna start having a lot of the same picks here pretty soon. I think as the season
Yep.
progresses and we
Yep.
start seeing who's who. So tell your friends, tell your parents, tell anybody. Come one, come all, come join us. Let's have some fun and talk about some sports. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Hit up the socials, hit up the Discord, hit up the pick'ems. It's the links are everywhere. Feel free to DM us on Twitter or anything if you need any of the links, and we'll give them to you. So
If you need any John OnlyFans pics, just DM me directly.
there you
Yeah,
go.
Matt's
Hit
got
'em
them
up.
saved. Copy
At-
paste, baby.
I think it's at Matt-Verness, something like that. So hit him up. All right. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next Tuesday. Love you all. Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye.